Testes, testes, 1, 2, 3, testes, testes. Okay. Casey, say something. Let me just make sure that this is coming through.
What's up?
Casey, say something. Let me just make sure that
Oh
this is
shit!
coming through.
What's up? We are now.
Casey.
I can definitely hear we're just fine.
Okay, good. So, what's going up, EJ? Going up, Jesus. What's going on, EJ? News and updates. You're going to find out quickly tonight that 1, I am tired. 2, this is a rushed product. I had like no time to prepare this whatsoever. And 3, yeah, this doesn't look pretty, but it's going to have to do for tonight. I am putting out the stream now, so this is not the official start, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Actually, you know what? I should just go to my tweet from earlier and just copy that. Here we go.
I kind of agree with Emily. The background does look cool. I kind of like it.
It's just something I threw together for a few minutes, you know?
Yeah. Hey, that's fine. I was even going to be suggested more lazier, say just less than serious on the main thumbnail. So I don't know if you want me bring up what I've been following here since what's going down between JD and Jake Cargill.
We'll get to it. But like I said, we are not officially. I mean, we're live, but they're kind of hearing like the pre-show.
Yeah.
Because I don't have music like Drew did, so. Yeah. So. Live now.
Working out the bugs.
Right.
Well, at least the roses.
Right.
I'm just looking on eBay, looking at stupid shit.
All right, Casey, I'm posting the link on Twitter now, and boom.
All right.
Now I'm just gonna post it on Discord, and I will officially begin the stream. I do want to start by discussing how this show is gonna go, and how it's going to be going forward until we are able to change some things, you know, moving forward. Okay, so that's done. EJ already posted it. Awesome. I already posted it in the Discord, EJ.
And I'll do that too.
Okay.
Let's steal some viewers from Ken and Joe.
Yeah, hopefully. Casey's Raw Gaming and Wrestling. Oh, you finally kind of changed your YouTube name. Slightly.
Yeah. Well, I changed it again because it was wrestling, gaming and wrestling review. And then I thought that was too long, so I removed the word review.
Right. See, now your channel kind of... Hold on 1 second. I'm grabbing my drink. Now your channel, Casey, though, kind of makes more sense so people know what exactly to expect from your YouTube channel.
Yeah. I mean, you brought up a good point. I didn't think about starting up another one because then I would have to start from scratch while I already have 300 subs and start from scratch again. That would suck.
Right. Well, anyways, guys, welcome to the relaunch, the messy relaunch of Less Than Serious. My name is The Rose. I am your new host after the show was given to me by Gatekeeper Drew.
Rest in peace.
These fucking guys acting like he's dead over here.
I got to pour one out for my dead homie. I'm sorry to hear about you being dead, Drew. But we'll move on with trying to keep your memory alive. You still exist right here, Drew.
I know, unfortunately, we're going up against Ken tonight, which is not great. But we're going up against Ken tonight, so it's going to be interesting. So I want to talk a little bit real quick about how the show is going to work. Um, you know, it's not going to be every week. It'll probably be every other week. I have a very important obligation to a friend of mine. I will be taking care of her son beginning next Friday on Veterans Day, 11/11. So I'll be moving into my brother's house for a couple of months. So if doing the show, I'll be doing it from his house. So like I said, it might not be every week, but when I can do it, I'm certainly going to do it. Like for instance, next week is my Extra Life charity stream. So next week there will not be a Less Than Serious. Right off the bat, this was just a relaunch pilot episode, just to see how things go.
See if I can fulfill the commitment.
Yeah, see if Casey can fulfill the commitment going forward, and whatnot. So, what things that I want to definitely address is, unfortunately, this show will not have donations, as I know that was a big part of the derailed, community and Less Than Serious and whatnot. Donations certainly help drive the show. But considering that I'm the new host and I live off the government, and their drones fly by my house multiple times a day.
You're talking about those fake birds, right? Those drones?
Yeah, those drones. We're gonna talk about one of those drones tonight, Casey. Yeah, so unfortunately I can't have donations and stuff on my show. Unless Casey wants to set something up, for donations through
Possibly.
Streamlabs or whatever, and I'll be able to link it to my OBS. We'll explore those options going forward at a later date. But I just wanted to launch this tonight, see how it goes.
We'll have to find some of our bigger donators. Like we need to find our version of D Welsh and Compton.
Right. Well, I mean, Compton's not lost to time. He might be here later on. But the voice you've been hearing, is Mr. Casey's Raw. What is up, Casey?
Oh, I'm doing good. It's been weird not being on Sunday and Tuesday night shows anymore. But it was kind of a good thing at the same time, because sometimes I want to do something late on Sunday, for my content, and same thing on Tuesday, because after going to bed 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning for Monday, and then work, I usually don't want to do anything. By Tuesday, it's like, okay, I'm ready to do something. It's like, oh, so, but I got Less Than Serious. Let's either do it before or just wait for the next day.
Right. And yeah, towards the end of Derailed's run, I'm sure anybody who has been watching the shows knows that Casey was purposely going to bed, by the end of the show and into the post show, because he was sweepy.
Yeah.
He was getting quite sweepy. So another change to the show, as you can notice, I don't have a webcam. I don't have a layout right now. I didn't have time to throw this stuff together. So I just threw this thumbnail together. It looks like shit, in my opinion. But it's something.
I told the Rose, I think you're overthinking it. I think it's going to be okay for the pilot. So
Yeah, going forward, with more time, I'm hoping to, make things look better. Hopefully we get some of the Less Than Serious viewers, out there, and whether, even if they can't watch live and they actually, they do get a chance to watch this at some point. Casey, I don't know if you retweeted LTS or not, the stream.
Oh, that's right.
I know EJ did, so I appreciate that. I did
I
post it in the derailed YouTube and whatnot, or derailed fucking what you call it place. I am fucking tired. Excuse me.
I was
The
I was
fucking
about to
derailed Discord. Jesus Christ.
do it, and then I got sidetracked by on Twitter with some nudity that sidetracked me. I'm not.
Oh, Casey.
Well, I mean, I'm still a man, so I mean, if I see like a pair of tits, it's gonna stop me, and I want to look at them.
I hope they were of decent quality at least, and they
Well,
belong to a good body.
yes.
Oh Jesus! All right, so Casey. So I want to tell you guys a little bit about my day and why I had less time than I would have to get this show up. So I went to a horror convention earlier today called Chiller Theater up in North Jersey. And wouldn't you know it, Casey, that when me and my brother got there was a stabbing that took place, and we were stuck in the building for over an hour because they weren't letting people out of the building. Somebody went in there, somebody went into the convention, pulled a knife on somebody, stabbed the son of a bitch. And not only that, then somebody pulled a gun on the knife wielder. The hotel where the convention took place was surrounded by cops. Yeah, nobody that was outside the convention was allowed in.
Ah,
Nobody inside was allowed out. The building was on lockdown for over an hour, and that really sucked. So instead of being there for, we were only planning on being there for like an hour, we were there for almost 3 hours.
well, maybe that whole thing was part of the show.
No, I don't think so. Some
No.
somebody was legit arrested and went to jail and everything. But
Well,
it was a
like I
scare. It was, I've never been that close to a stabbing before in my life.
well, I've been stabbed before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was stabbed at an old workplace before. Well, I mean, by stab, tip of his knife hit me. So I said he stabbed me.
So he really didn't stab you. He poked you, and it was more of an accident.
Sure, we can call it an accident.
So after we left there, I had a couple errands to run on the way home. Stopped at my aunt's house. Had to pick up something, and then on the way home, had to stop somewhere else real quick. What is going on, Anani? Hey, relaunch. Yeah, we're trying. It's not pretty, but we're trying. Um, yeah, we're certainly trying. Going forward, I hope to make this look better. Hope to have layouts. I'm gonna have to get in touch with one of my new artist friends that I've been talking to on Twitter, and hopefully make things look a little better. But for tonight, and given the fact that I had to throw this together last minute because I literally had no time to do anything, yeah, this is what it's gonna look like for tonight. And I have no webcam on my PC. That's something I'll be looking to rectify in the future as well to make things look
I
better.
thought I thought you had a camera.
I do on my laptop, but I can't go live on the laptop.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I threw this together last minute. I was supposed to be live at 9 o'clock. We didn't go live until about
What, like?
15 minutes ago. So yeah, we're just shooting the shit for right now. But talking about how my day went and why I was late to the show. Um, yeah, so stabbing at the event, and then a gun was pulled. Cops surrounded the place. Was not a very comfortable scene, but it is what it is. I did get home safe and sound. Nothing happened to me, thankfully. But Casey over here is probably wishing I died.
Oh, come on! I'm not you. I'm not you. Who's like Well, then again, that's a good point. I am the person who predicts death, so I can see why you said that now. But I still think it was part of the show, though. I mean, it is Halloween. The whole thing could have been staged.
If it was an act, it was a very good act, and it caught everybody off guard.
Well,
Stabbing
I mean,
scenes are not comfortable. Glad you got home safe and sound. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, they put the whole place on lockdown for over an hour, so it wasn't fun. Uh, Cops all over the parking lot surrounded the building.
it's sad nowadays. You have to be more careful, especially like I think there was another school shooting this week, wasn't there?
I think I might have heard something about that, but like honestly, ever since Derailed and Less Than Serious ended, I haven't been keeping up with news topics as much as I was.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I mean, that's when I got home Friday, Mom told me that Pelosi's husband
I heard
got.
about that today, actually. After the Seattle Seahawks game that popped up on my TV before I changed the channel, I heard about that shit.
And I was like, wow. I mean, you don't have to like the person, but why are you gonna break in? Yeah, you're looking for her, but so you're like, well, the next best thing is just beat up her husband. I mean, that's got to be at least attempted murder when you had to get your skull restructured or
So
fixed.
I know, I know the guy was arrested. He, from what I, hey, what's up, Tex? The B show is back. We're trying, Tex. We're trying. We're certainly trying. It looks like shit, but we're gonna when I have more time to work out the kinks, you know. But yeah, I heard about that. Like I heard he got arrested on elderly assault, attempted. I forgot all the charges, but it was elderly assault and some other shit.
It should, like I said, definitely should be attempted murder when, like, I heard it
I
was a
know the guy.
hammer.
I know the guy had fucking zip ties on him, and he was going at. He was screaming while he was attacking Paul Pelosi, screaming, "Where's Nancy?" and all this other shit. So, dude went fucking ape shit, from what I heard. I didn't look too deeply into it. I changed the channel after the Seahawks game was over. Um, Speaking of which, we're going to be talking about that the Sunday night derail tradition. We're bringing that back tonight too. Tex, I don't know what's going on with your football team, but Casey is kicking your ass. Anyways,
Look, well, I told the Rose something off air, and he was kind of shocked when I told him this that I hadn't even watched one game yet. So
yeah, this guy who doesn't watch football calls himself a Cowboys fan, but he doesn't watch football, and somehow is winning. He's going to be 5-3 after this week.
hey, I'm doing pretty good. I mean, apparently auto pick does work. So
Yeah, well,
thanks.
just remember the man who did that for you.
Ask her it. I mean, fuck Compton.
Tex goes, yeah, my team forgot to show up apparently. LOL. I'm
well,
gonna have a good talk with him.
well, see, I had a little problem. It looks like Drew had the same problem where I don't like how like if your players ain't playing yet, like on Sunday, it locks everything up. It happened to me, and it seemed like it just happened to Drew.
Well,
Where
what you had to have everything ready before the 9:30 a.m. game today because Denver and Jacksonville played in London again. So
yeah, but that shouldn't matter. You should be able to still make changes until that person's team is about to play.
okay, well, Casey, we've gone through this twice already this year. So yeah, no crying about that. But it's working out in your favor this week. So
well,
I guess since we're talking about fantasy football, I guess we'll pull that up right now. We'll get that topic out of the way first before we get to anything else.
the list will probably take forever. I mean, you know how listen, our community channels how long they last.
Right. Yeah.
Like, or even with us, Texas, like Casey bitches when he wins.
Hey, bitches when he wins, he bitches when he loses. Casey, when don't you bitch?
When I'm sleeping.
All right, so let's get into this. Since we're talking about Texas game here, you see Frank's micro penis is
No, I changed it back to um, Mirko.
Mirko. Okay, yeah, Frank's Mirko penis. Given the old Texas whooping to the Lone Star Slashers, 139.9 to 85.6. Let's see Casey's guys. Tony Pollard had himself a big game, 33.2 points. Andy Dalton, 21 points.
I had to pick up him. He was
Jalen Waddle had a big game for Miami, 26.6 points, 2 touchdowns earlier today.
Patrick Malone was on bye, so I had to pick up
Patrick, I don't know who Patrick Malone is. Who's that?
Malone.
Patrick Mahomes, bro.
Mahomes. Oh my bad. But I had to get another quarterback because I hadn't. He was my only quarterback, so I was like, all right. So I had to get rid of the defense I picked up for last week. Apparently, I couldn't use it anyways, and I still won anyways.
Well, you got Buffalo's defense, and they're currently playing right now. They got you 9 points so far.
That's good.
Texas kicker Ryan Suckup got himself 10. Not bad. Looks like his best players was Josh Allen, who is currently playing right now. So far, got him 19.6 points. Let's see. Saquon Barkley for the Giants got him 13.7. And Leonard Fournette got himself 13.3. Everyone else sub 10 from what I'm seeing here. Meanwhile, Casey, almost every one of your guys scored well over 10 points.
Well, I mean, I've been trying to put the right players in, like looking at their preview, and it's like, all right, and trying to have the more healthier players in. Then I'm seeing a lot of them are in the red, so.
Text says Casey got lucky. Few of his players hit all at once. Oh shit! So
Hey.
let's check out another game. I guess we'll go to my game next because we're the hosts. Thou shalt not covet a YouTuber's woman. Getting beat by me, 113.8 to 88.8. So he's losing by exactly 25 points. Let's see. My biggest scores were Christian McCaffrey had himself a game, 37.9 points. DJ Moore with 24.5 points. Tom Brady on Thursday night got me 19.1 points. Chase Edwards, man, it's not his fault that he's doing terrible. The Dolphins really aren't using him. He only got 1.4 points. CeeDee Lamb got me 16.3. Robert Woods is a piece of shit. Only got me 2.6. My kicker only got me 4 points. That's embarrassing. Jacksonville defense with 8 points.
I mean, what's a field goal worth, and what's an extra point worth?
An extra point is 1 point, and a field goal is worth 3.
Okay, so it's just normal points.
So if we look on Frank's team, he still has Joe Burrow to play tomorrow night. And that's it. All his other players have played. Tennessee's defense got him 13 points. Let's see. Damian Pierce got him 12.6. George Kittle got him 11.4. Derrick Henry had himself a game, 35.3 points. And his quarterback, again, Joe Burrow, has not played yet. Of course, Frank is projected to just barely lose to me by 0.2 points. That's what I call a fucking nail biter.
Oh, you know what? I was talking to some people. Uh, I think having a tie in NFL is stupid. I like they should use college rules to have to do the tiebreaker because you have one overtime period and you just happen to have the same score again, like, and that's it. And we call it a tie. I mean, yeah, I guess eventually it's not going to matter, but I don't like seeing ties. It's weird seeing ties.
What's going on, Tour Capture?
He was there yesterday as I was doing my rebuilding my Xbox shelf.
Yeah, the gamer shelf strikes again. Anyways, Casey, we'll get to the gamer shelf. Let's get back to some of this football talk. Appreciate the coming on in there, Tour Capture. We're trying. This is a ugly relaunch, but we're trying. Let's see. Mellow Yellow's team going up against Foulmouth Ken. The battle of the toilet bowl, as I would call it.
Oh,
The 1-6 teams. Let's take a look here. Mello's winning 102.7 to 82.2. Let's see. Matthew Stafford got him 19 points. Tyler Algier got him 16. DeAndre Hopkins had himself a game, 27.9 points. Pretty fucking good. DeAndre Swift, yeah. I actually faced somebody who had DeAndre Swift in my pay league. He got himself 11.8 today. Houston, Texans defense got him 13 points. Philadelphia Eagles for Ken, however, 21 points. Have yourself a game for a defense.
wow, that's pretty fucking good.
Cooper Kupp, 18.9 points.
Does he have an empty spot? He has
Um,
an empty spot.
yes, he does. He does not have a. He does not have a
Flex.
flex. That's certainly what's hurting him. Yeah. 17.6 points for Ramondre Stevens. And yeah, his quarterback only got him 9 points. James Cook got him 2.8. Yeah, him not having a flex is definitely going to hurt him.
Oh yeah.
Melo's pretty much got this one in the bag. I think. Actually, Melo, it looks like won already because everybody from both sides already played. So looks like Melo's gonna go 2-6. Ken will be 1-7 at the bottom of the barrel. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at Drew. Betty White's pelvis and the rubber duck. J-Man from KC. J-Man winning 116.4 to Drew's 107.2.
That's a good game.
So let's see. Let's take a look at the winning side first. J-Man's not done yet. He's got a running back that's got to play tomorrow night. So yeah,
That's
Drew.
not
Drew
true.
definitely lost because all his guys played already. It looks like so. Excuse me.
Yeah, it looks like he is done.
Jimmy Garoppolo, Jimmy G, got J-Man 21.3 points. Nick Chubb plays tomorrow night. Dalvin Cook got him 22.6. Devontae Adams only got him 0.8. Have yourself a game, A.J. Brown, 36.6 points. Brandon Ayuk, 17.1. His kicker, Jason Myers, I actually used him in my pay league. Got him 11 points. For Drew, the Dallas defense, 16 points. Zach Ertz, 11.4. Jerry Judy, I guess that's how you pronounce his name, 15.3 points. Let's see.
That's what it looks
Mike
like.
Sanders, 13.8. A measly 1.6 for Kenneth Gainwell. And have yourself a game, Kyler Murray, 32.6 points.
That's great for quarterback in this league.
Yeah. We already took a look at my game and Texas game, Mellow Yellow's game, so let's take a look at TSS over here. TSS versus the Deity. TSS trouncing Deity right now. 113.7 to 62.1. It looks like Deity's got himself a kicker that's going to go tomorrow night. But other than that, this game is over. New England's defense 13 points for TSS. Tyreek Hill 25.5 points. Dolphins had quite the game today in that come from behind victory against the Detroit Lions. Aaron Jones is currently playing right now. So far, got TSS 13.3 points. Jalen Hurts, have yourself a game. 36 points.
Jimmy Joy said he's sorry being half an hour late. I was like, we were late too.
Yeah, we were like 20 minutes late too. So it's all good. Jimmy Joyce. Lamar Jackson for Deity, 25.3 points. Let's see. Then you got Mike Evans, 15.3 points, and that's pretty much it. Deity's team pretty much not showing up today. Sammy Watkins only got 0.8 points. He's actually still playing right now.
Looks like Deity has the worst amount of points of the week, too.
Hunter Renfro only got him 1.1. That's pretty fucking terrible. Yeah, Deity's pretty fucked.
It looks like he got a couple players still, but he has to have a good couple games for him to even come close to was that TSS.
Yeah, TSS is gonna pretty much take that one. Bones B-Ball. I can't quite remember who that is. Bones B-Ball.
Let's dox him.
Going up against the Horny Broncos. That's Firebird. Bones B-Ball winning 105.7 to 92.8. However, Bones here has Joe Nixon to play tomorrow night, as well as Firebird having tomorrow night T. Higgins and Amari Cooper to play tomorrow night. So that's interesting. This one is still up in the air.
Close.
Yeah, this one's still up in the air. This one's definitely not over yet. Look at this one. Alvin Kamara. Beautiful. 38.3 points for Bones. Justin Jefferson, 12.8. 16.5 points for Kyle Pitts. 10 points for the Falcons defense.
He only has one real bummer, is that wide receiver. It says Kirkland?
Cortland Sutton, 1.8 points. Yeah. Quarterback Jared Goff got 19.3. For Horny Broncos, Kirk Cousins, 28.2 points. Travis Etienne, or ATN, I think that's how you pronounce his name. 23.7, 21.1 points for Jamal Williams, and 11 points for Denver's defense. Wow, Chris Boswell got 0 points. I don't think he played.
Who?
No, inactive Chris Boswell for the Steelers. He did not play.
Okay.
Firebird left a kicker in who did not play.
Huh.
So that's not doing him any favors, but he still does have Cooper and Higgins to play tomorrow night, while Joe Mixon for Bones B-Ball plays tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's going to be a close game still.
So let's see. If all these records hold up, let's go by the projections and whatnot. If I hold on, I'll go to 4-4. Frank will be 6-2. Mello looks like he's going to go up and defeat Ken, so he'll be 2-6. Ken will be 1-7 in last place. Tex getting murdered, unfortunately, by Casey over here. Tex will fall to 6-2. Casey will go to 5-3. Who would have thought?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. I mean, no, I'm trying to remember. I think I beat Mello last week, so I'm actually getting like.
No, I beat Mello last week. He pretty much gave me a gimme because he had like 3 guys on a bye week that he never fucking switched out. I don't know what he was doing last week, but he was not paying attention.
Granted, I wasn't paying attention until like Thursday. I was like, oh shit. and I already had a player playing, and same thing with Tex. So, and I saw like two or three of my players either buy or hurt. So, luckily, I had time to change up my roster.
So it looks like J-Man is going to go to 3-5, while Drew will fall to 4-4, which will actually help me because then I'll be tied with Drew in our division with Tex. TSS is looking to go to 4-4 over the Deity, who will fall to 5-3. And Bones B-Ball, if he holds on, which it is actually looking like he is projected to win by a little under 5 points. That game could go either way. Bones B-Ball could go to 4-4, and Firebird could go to 3-5, or no, I'm sorry. Bones could go to 4-4, and actually both teams could go four
Oh,
and four if Firebird wins. But if Bones wins, he can go to 5-3, while Firebird will go to 3-5. So if you take a look at the standings, Tex is leading my division 6-2. It looks like if Bones B-Ball wins, he will go to 5-3, and me and Drew potentially tied at 4-4. However, if Bones B-Ball loses and if I win and Drew loses, we could all have a three-way tie for second place at 4-4. It looks
oh
it
wow.
looks like Frank may fall to 6-2. He may also go to 7-1. I am certainly not saying my game is over by any stretch. Um,
That would be the best record in the league, wouldn't it?
if Frank wins, yes, he will have the best record in the league. Uh, Deity, what did I say? Deity's gonna fall. It looks like to 5-3.
Yeah.
Frank's Mirko penis is gonna
I
go to 5-3, tied for second place in that division. Mellow
might.
Yellow will go to 2-6. Horny Broncos
Uh,
will possibly go to 4-4 or fall to 3-5. TSS will go to 4-4. Let's see. Rubber Duck will go to 3-5. That is J-Man, of course, and Ken bringing up the rear in last place. If you look at the South Division, look at these records, man. A losing record is winning their division. That is sad.
yeah, it is. That reminds me when, God, was it the Seahawks back in like somewhere in the 2000s when they entered the playoffs in a wild card at 7-9?
I don't remember, but I remember it was recently that one of the divisions or one of the teams in the NFC East made the playoffs for the losing record.
See, that's ridiculous. And then you hear rumors about more teams entering the league. I'm like, so that makes it even worse. So you're pretty much going to almost have a guaranteed of someone going into the playoff with a losing record.
So to wrap up the fantasy football talk, if TSS we already know is going to win, he'll go to 4-4. If Firebird wins, he'll go to 4-4,
Wow.
and they'll still be tied for first. But TSS wins, he'll go to 4-4. If Firebird loses, he'll fall to 3-5, and he'll be tied for second place with J-Man. But real
Huh?
quick, I just want to ask you guys in the chat specifically because I know Casey hasn't seen it because he has already made it known that he has not watched football yet this season. Let's see, Torcap just saying 7-9. He agrees with you, and the Eagles. I think he says. What's up, Steve Callan?
I thought it was the
Or is it
Seahawks.
Steve Callan? I don't remember.
Steve Calland.
Let's see. Oh, Bam's here. What's up, Bam? Oh, my brother's in here too, saying, God, what's going on? Yeah, Chris Boswell was out. Yeah, he was inactive. He didn't play. Yeah, so specifically, this question is going to go out to you guys in the chat. Anybody who might have watched or at least caught part of the Seahawks game today. Did you guys see that field goal where Jason Myers kicked it and the field goal was partially blocked but he still got enough on that kick that he made the field goal anyway, with the Giants defender getting his hand on the ball, with that kick bouncing off the back of the goalpost and going through, and not bouncing back into the field of play. That was probably one of the craziest field goals I've ever seen.
Now, I seen on the clip where I don't know if it's professional or college or what, but I seen a field goal kick hit the uprights like 3 times before going in.
I think I've heard that one wasn't. That one was recent. Wasn't that last year or was that earlier this year?
I had no
I
idea.
remember that one. I just don't remember who it was.
Like
But
it bounced off off the pole, then off the bar, the bottom bar, and
yeah, like this
it.
one though, with Jason Myers kicked against the Giants. The
Mhm.
Giants defender got his hand on the ball and partially deflected it, but he just happened to get enough, power into that kick that it managed to bounce off the crossbar on the goalpost, and it didn't bounce back onto the field. It bounced through. So
You got lucky on that.
yeah, he did.
A lot of times when it hits the crossbar, it goes backwards. So,
Yeah, he got lucky on that kick. I've never seen a blocked field goal still actually make it.
well, how far was the field goal? Was it like were they close or were they really far away or
I mean,
what?
it wasn't really far. I think it was 31 yards. It might have been.
That's still pretty good for that length. I mean, for being blocked, that's pretty good actually. Still,
Yeah, like I said, I haven't seen a field goal, for that to happen that way.
You- here's the one thing: I still feel like this whole thing where if you're going to go for the extra point, where you're pretty much like 10, 15 yards back, I don't like that because I like how they used to have it at the 2 yard line, and sometimes you don't know if they're going to go for one or they're going to go for two. But if you're like 10 yards back, it's like, well, obviously they're going to kick for a field goal, you know? I mean, for an extra point.
I
I
have
mean, why?
honestly seen more teams go for it on fourth down this year than usual, actually, too.
Well, I mean, when you go, oh, well, I meant like going for two on after the touchdown.
TSS, what's going on, guy? I don't know if you heard the fantasy football discussion, but we took a look at your team. We took a look at everybody's teams. We're bringing. We want to. I want to continue doing that going forward as well.
Uh,
Math, math, math. Oh yeah, math, math, math. He says it's cause of analytics. TSS says that. So yeah. So whenever, like I said, this might not be a weekly show, at least for the next couple of months, as I have pretty big obligation to fulfill. But I'm gonna try. It all depends on whether or not my friend's son wants to cooperate with me. If I can do a show, I will. If not, you guys will know.
well, do what I do. When it's time for you do what you need to, just tie them up and put the gag ball in their mouth, and
Uh,
then do what you need to, and then just remember to let them loose. Oh, before you let them loose, let them go outside the potty, and then bring them back in so they can drink from their dog dish.
oh my God.
What?
Oh my God, Casey, you are horrible. My friend's son is only 2 years old. I can't treat him like that.
Oh, sure. He's not going to remember about what you did.
Anani, I did mention, unfortunately, one of the main things that the show is going to lose is donations. Me living off the government, and those government drones fly by my house quite often. Yeah, unfortunately, because I live off government monthly benefits, I cannot have donations. However, I can discuss it with Casey if he's willing to do something, with Streamlabs or whatever, I can then connect it to my OBS. And if any donations come in, he would get all the money.
Well, I mean, I think it's stupid that you're not able to take donations because like it's stupid. Like, oh nope, you can't. We'll give you money from the government, but don't make any side money. Like even I can understand not having a full paycheck from work, but if you're making like side cash because you're doing something you like and just happen to make money, I don't see what's the problem with that. Why they have to do this? You know what I
Well,
mean?
it's in their rules. It's in the rules of the benefits holders that because of my disability, it's unfortunate. I am quite heavily restricted in the monetary area. And not only that, but I can't do super chats because my channel doesn't have enough subscribers. So I would have to get
A thousand.
monetization first, and I'm pretty far away from that.
Isn't that you're supposed to get at least 1,000 people to unlock that?
1,000 subscribers and 400 watch hours in a 12-month period.
I already got over that. Like how many hours?
Yep. See, EJ knows. EJ knows I'm on the same benefits as her. See, she even agreed with me.
Oh, I think that's stupid. I mean,
Yeah,
at
it really
least
does suck, dude. The government is all up in your fucking business, and it's terrible. I hate it.
I think it's completely stupid because, like I said, I feel like people want to donate to you if you're doing a good job. I don't see why you couldn't do that. So.
Tour Capture says YouTube sucks.
Oh, it really does, but there's no. I mean, yeah, you have Twitch out there, but Twitch is mainly for their gameplay streams, while YouTube dabbles in everything. And there's no other competitor except Daily Motion, and who still watches that shit?
Tia says, Jesus. I'm telling you guys I'm tired today. I've been awake since 10 after 4 with an earache. But anyways, take the trade. Well, I'll think about it. I'm not really paying attention to what my brother's texting me at the moment. He's texting me about our pay league where me and my brother are in. He wants me to trade my quarterback, Justin Herbert. I don't even know what he's offering me. But anyways, TSS says that he had a slow start. He should be 6-2 if circumstances didn't happen.
Oh, that's what we all say. Like last year, how many times I swear I should have won, but like I would have the second most points, and of course the person who had the most points would be the person I'm against.
And you know what? Saying God, the last trade I took from that son of a bitch, he's benefiting from it. So, do I really want to help him even further? Anyways,
unless
trade Herbert, coaches done, and no defense. Yeah, Herbert actually really hasn't been doing good. But my backup quarterback is Tua, and he's been doing pretty good. But he's also been hurt and missed already 3.5 games this season. And there's really no other quarterbacks worth picking up. So I would need a quarterback for when the Dolphins go on their bye week. Week 11.
I want to get your opinion on this. What do you think about this app?
Tex says he is more than happy to accept all donations on my behalf.
Well, you have to be. Hold on. If you want to do that, you have to be here, Tex, to do that, or you have a portion. I mean, we're not going to give away free money if you're not going to be here.
Skype is open. I'm definitely willing to take calls. Anyone who wants to call in, especially if Casey can pull you in, it might be a little bit easier for tonight. I know Joe Compton might stop by later. I know we're up against Ken, and that's certainly hurting me right now.
I think we're doing okay. I think we're having some viewers, but like you said, we're going to compete against Ken, and I think Cronin's live as well. So,
Bam says Casey needs the money for his games fund.
Yeah.
Speaking of, why don't we get to your debacle this weekend there, Casey? The Gamer Shelf was coming after you again. He said he wasn't through with you yet, and by God, he tried to come after you in full force again.
Yeah, it almost got me this time. Uh, Luckily, I prevented it from completely falling apart. But I did Friday. I worked on it, fix it, and then Saturday night I put everything back up. The room was in shambles last night. It was, but what's weird, I would have it the camera where it is right now, and it will look like everything's good until you turn the camera down and see all the crap on the floor. But I kind of like with this new setup because now you can kind of see more of the console boxes up there, and it gave me a couple ideas for some future Xbox games I want to do.
So, how did you exactly brace your shit down so that it doesn't try to fall on
Oh,
you again?
I nailed at every section that, like, unlike minus this side because it has all these signs. I put only two screws on each shelf. Like, well, no, two screws here, two screws down here and down there, and coming up, up it and down it. So this thing is way more secure than anything else now. So there's not a way that thing is going to go down anytime soon.
Unless, of course, you have an earthquake. Then your whole room's going to collapse, and then I'm going to laugh.
Oh, that's fucked up.
I
What was wild when that first time happened? I was pretty sure something was going to be broken
wish
because
I had the clip on hand of the first time that shelf collapsed. I would love to play that on the show, but I don't. I don't have that on hand right now, unfortunately.
well, what was funny is that I was finishing up on a video and just happened to like I was like I said I was wrapping up and then poof, and it sounded like it fell down twice.
Oh, Bam! You don't know. He's been sending me video games, and I hate him for it.
Well, hold on. I mean, how bad is those Dreamcast games, though?
I haven't gone through all of them yet. Some of them play like shit. The ones that are PS1 games that are somehow playable on the Dreamcast, they're not completely playable because the Dreamcast doesn't have all the buttons the PlayStation controller has.
Well,
So I can't play those, unfortunately.
I'll toss them if they don't work. I mean, I was trying to give you more
Some of them
game,
do work. Some of them work pretty good, but the PS1 games I can't play just because the controllers are different and not as many buttons.
and I think they look like shit though too. Like I know I sent you Bleamcast with that.
That doesn't work. I tried it. That one didn't work.
No.
But yeah, I don't want to talk too much about video games tonight. I know video games are a part of Less Than Serious, but I don't want to prove Tex right by him thinking that there's going to be heavy amounts of video game talk here because I want to run. I do want to run this show as close to the way Drew did as possible. Which, looking at it tonight, is certainly not happening. But when I have more time, when I have more time to set shit up and make it look better, it's going to look better. Tex says, as Casey. Tex says, as Casey's lawyer, I'm owed a healthy portion of anything Casey gets.
Hold on, he's not doing this pro bono. I was pretty sure he's doing this shit for free. I didn't know I had to pay for the motherfucker. Dex, we gotta talk. I thought you were doing this pro bono, so yeah, we gotta talk.
I'm not really complaining about free games. I'm just saying, so, some of them didn't work. And I do have a bit going with Casey where he's sending me one awful video game, in which he sent me 2 copies of it. So now I have 2, and I wouldn't be surprised if I get a third. Just because he's gonna fuck with me continuously. But I was just stating, some of the games aren't playable because simply because the Dreamcast controller is a completely different controller and has less buttons than the PlayStation controller. So
Well,
That's an
yeah.
understandable comparison, right? There.
No, not only that, Dreamcast is missing one analog stick too.
Hot Shots Golf Tour Capture was pretty good. I'm not a big fan of golf, but those Hot Shots Golf games are pretty fun. They're still making those. They changed the name of them though. Now they're going by Everybody's Golf, which was actually the Japanese name of that series all along.
They still make golf games.
Yeah, yep, exactly. But yeah. So TSS says what I thought was kind of odd was in his collection room I counted 15 sealed copies of the Mary Kate and Ashley game for the GameCube, just laying on the ground. Yeah, I have 2 of them. Don't
Well,
send
like
me
I
any
said,
more.
the first one I was supposed to give it to someone else as a gag gift, and I was sitting on that for like 5 to 7 years, and the other one I was sitting on for 6 months, waiting to send it out. And right now, uh, I actually had to go game. Well, had to. I went game shopping today, and I traveled about damn near an hour out of the way.
Shit. I hope you
Yeah,
were able to
well,
find something at least.
I got a couple things. Not one of them I showed you was good, but the other one I'm gonna play on the PS4 for people. So
So, Casey, was one of those things a weird Halloween costume you happened to find, or no?
no.
Because I got a list of 39 weird Halloween costumes. And yeah, I'm kind of spoiling
Oh,
this list at the moment. I think this is number 2 on the list, partially 1 and 2. So we're going to go through this list. This is the 39 weird Halloween costumes from outrageous to asinine. It used to be Halloween. It used to be Halloween was just one night. But for some people, it has stretched out to a 2-month celebration thanks to seasonal stores like Spirit Halloween and film companies and streaming platforms boosting that start boosting horror content around Labor Day. There's a good reason. There's a good reason why. More than any other holiday, Halloween allows us to express ourselves in new weird ways. Thank goodness the costumes have kept up. HuffPost Weird News has compiled some of the year's weirdest, wackiest, and most tasteless Halloween get-ups. Start planning now because it's the best time of the year to get weird. The first one here is called the Impasta Smartass. If you look at this one here, this one reminds me of that South Park episode where those characters had butts for faces.
yeah,
That's exactly what this reminds me of, and yeah, it looks like he's holding a
that's what.
poop log as a cigar. I would imagine that was supposed to be.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, a turd cigar.
And it says, an ass face mask is definitely weird. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Or
Well, a
oh
butt.
god.
Yeah, these captions are going to be quite corny. Just giving you guys all a heads up. Number 2, hand sanitizer wall dispenser.
Oh, that's what it was when I was just scanning through. It looked like a urinal. That's what. Doesn't it? Doesn't it look like a urinal?
I mean, maybe towards the bottom I can kind of see it.
Well, I mean, you had the walls, and then there's the where you piss at. I didn't really when I was going by. I was like, oh, there's a urinal, but
Pure Squirts, all natural hand sanitizer with the arrow pointing down towards your junk. And it says, pull here. Yeah. Pull here.
yeah. Then you see that person's cock.
Dressing up as hand sanitizer is so 2020, but dressing up as sexy hand sanitizer, that's 2022. Although some might think the sentiment is 2012.
I don't get that.
Me neither. Number 3, birth control contraceptive pack.
That's actually pretty funny. I mean, you, that's a quite creative, if you ask me. It'd be hilarious to see if some of them been punched out too. That would,
Anani says in West Hollywood, Halloween parties last for several nights. The costumes are outrageous, meaning explicit. And she says, "Ew, I want Casey to dress up as a woman."
no.
It's the Costanza. What's up, man? Please don't fart. Please don't fart, Casey. Oh, he said Dewey. Oh,
Well, I
jeez.
assume you saw that clip that Costanza clipped out on Twitter.
He fucking tagged me in it. What the fuck? Hold on 1 second. Casey, take over.
So it looks like the Rose is getting a call. So you know that. Oh, well, this woman looks like she's a whoopee cushion, if you ask me. That's what she looks like. Oh, oh, man. Hopefully this is. Uh, I hope you're muted. I didn't know if you muted yourself or what. It was.
Yeah, I muted the show so they couldn't hear me, but
Oh, okay.
let me get back to it as I always get interrupted. It's never my content if I'm not getting interrupted. Anyways, birth control contraceptive pack. You have a girl here dressed up as a birth control dispenser, it looks like. Caption says, considering the ongoing battle over reproductive rights, this birth control
Oh,
costume is not just weird, it's weirdly political.
that's true. That's a good point, especially people who wants to go cross state borders to get abortion. So that's a big one right now.
Number 4 on the list, empty toilet paper roll. Casey, you know all about empty rolls of toilet paper, right? You cheating bastard.
And not only that, I go through them for quite quickly, and I never put them back on the roll. I always put the new roll on top of the toilet. I'm that lazy not to put it on the spindle. Is that what it's called, the spindle?
I honestly don't know what you call the toilet paper thing. Let's just go with that. Sounds good. So TSS says he wants you to dress up as a tree, go to Chick-fil-A parking lot, and scream, "I identify as a tree" for Halloween.
Oh God,
Bam says
that
this is a cheap costume with the toilet paper one. I agree.
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of creative. I mean, yes, you could do it cheap, where um, but I think it's kind of creative. But do you think someone bought this, or you think they made this?
Well, it looks like it's paper mache and made out of a cardboard box, it looks like. You could probably make this at home, I'm sure. I mean, it cost you a few bucks, but I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
you could easily make this costume. I don't see why not.
yeah. I mean, I'm assuming this was sold as a costume.
Maybe, but like I said, you could probably make that yourself.
Oh, definitely. I mean, you could, like you said, just get a piece of cardboard. Especially, the only thing it'd probably be a little trickier to get it all round, but I can get
Honestly, it
cardboard.
doesn't look very round. If you look at the top half of it, you can kind of see how square it is.
Well, it's not going to be perfect. I mean, I think it looks
The
actually
bottom
pretty.
portion of it, like the bottom half of the torso,
Yeah,
around the waist looks more round. Then the top half looks more square.
square. Yeah, I see that. If it was just on front of the guy, then I'll be upset. But if he's like wearing
Oh no,
it,
you definitely could tell he's wearing it.
okay.
It says the empty toilet paper roll costume might strike some people as crappy, but others might find it a window into one's darkest fears. Yes, running out of TP brings that out of people. Out in people.
You know what's weird? Talk about toilet paper. I went to a flea market yesterday, and they actually had a 4-pack at the flea market. I didn't look how much it was, but I'm like, man, just coming to home after going flea marketing, and it's like, I got a 4-pack at the flea market, Mom.
Number
But
5, right? We're on number 5 already? I've already lost count. Yes, we're on number 5.
I think,
Number 5. If you like to smoke, this is for you. You could dress as a cigarette.
well, I mean, it's not super controversial. I mean, there's if she was wearing a doobie, then that'd be even worse.
I'm honestly surprised that they went with this over that, to be honest with you.
What over the toilet pole? Oh, you talking about a roll of doobie then? You meant?
Um, Casey, can you pull Compton in? He said to
Yeah, I
add
can do
him.
that.
Yeah, pull him in.
Okay, give me a second. But uh, do you think it would have been more controversial with the?
Probably, yeah. That's why I said I'm surprised this. I'm surprised this list went with a cigarette costume over a joint, or
Yeah, that's
you know.
I. Oh, sounds like he's back. He sounds like he's here.
Joe Compton, what's up, buddy? You here?
What the hell is going on, everybody?
What's going on, Joe?
You're not wearing your
Joe
costume.
Compton.
Where is it? I couldn't smoke in that motherfucker like I told you earlier, Casey.
That
That motherfucker.
What is that shirt you're wearing?
Joe
Did that
Diffie.
go dirt?
Joe Diffie.
Joe Dirt.
Who?
He said who?
Interesting.
Jesus Christ! I don't listen to country anymore, Casey. Even I know who that is.
I listen to country, but I don't know who that is.
He fucking said
John
who?
Oh, I'm more like 90s and.
He is 90s.
Yeah, he is 90s, dude.
Oops.
Think of the song John Deere Green, Pickup Man, So Help Me Girl,
Third Rock from the Sun.
Third Rock from the Sun.
He also did
Oh.
he also did a Christmas song too. The Leroy the Redneck Reindeer.
Hold
Yeah.
on, you're from New Jersey? How do you know about this bullshit?
Because I grew up on country music for fucking 13 years.
Yeah, but are you born from Jersey or?
Yes, I'm born fucking in Jersey.
Then how? I mean, I was pretty sure people in the Northeastern doesn't like country music.
Some of us do, some don't. So,
It's more.
Joe, I don't know how much of the show you've been watching, but would you want to weigh in on these costumes so far?
I was on another show, so you have to fill me in.
All right.
I just
Well, I can send him.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
send him the link so he could look it over because I'm going to have to hide the list for one of them.
All right.
I'll just pick up where you left off. I'll roll that way.
So I'll just recap it real quick, Joe. Number one was an ass face costume with a shit turd for a cigar. Number 2 was a hand sanitizer costume. Number 3 was a birth control dispenser costume. Number 4 was a empty toilet paper roll costume. And the one we're on right now, number 5, is a cigarette. I figured since you smoke, I figured you could certainly weigh in on this one.
See, here's the thing. Is she even wearing that? Because you can see the rest of her body. I think like the previous one, I don't even think the toilet paper roll it was wearing it completely because this one you can tell she's not wearing it. It's just on the front of her.
It's probably, like just covering the front. It's probably some get up where the costume just like, it's not like all the way around, but it probably has like straps to hold it up and just covering the front half of the body.
That is
She-
definitely a fucked up costume. Not something I.
would that'd probably be not work. Was it work safety?
Safe for work.
Safe for work costume.
Wearing a cigarette costume for Halloween is a great way to make an ash of yourself. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, jeez. Sounds like a joke Casey would make.
Let me tell you, Joe, this list, the captions for this list are pretty fucking corny.
Oh, it's bad.
Next one, a cowboy boot. We have a cowboy boot, and it's quite phallic in a certain place, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah. Oh, trying to think what the guy looks like. Trying to remember what he looks like.
Oh, wait. He's even got the hat, too.
Yeah, he does.
Why would you want to dress up as a boot? That is just stupid. I mean, it's kind of cool though, too. Though I mean, the top part of the boot.
About that.
Saying God
I
says
think-
he hates country music. Bam says country music is torture. EJ says Bam, which is my babe, Austin, and I love country music.
You know what? One of my favorite songs is God, from Double J.
Jeff,
Yeah, Jeff Jarrett.
be my baby tonight.
Yeah, be with my baby tonight. Hey, it's actually pretty catchy. It was definitely during that time frame. That was pretty much what most country music sound like.
Yeah, but that wasn't his song though. Speaking of wrestling, Casey, we're gonna get to. I'm sure if you peeked through this entire list, yeah, there might be something wrestling related on here. Just as a bit of a spoiler alert.
I didn't go too far through this.
So yeah, a cowboy boot. The vaguely phallic cowboy boot costume could be a kick in the pants at certain kinds of Halloween parties, but you might get booted out of others.
Oh,
God. They really need to fire these people who write the captions. At least be funnier than these corny ass jokes. Like how long did they have time to figure this list?
This list actually came out earlier this year. It came out October 1st at 8 a.m.
You figure you have like a whole month to figure out better wording than that.
a whole fucking writing team, you'd think.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Next
People-
one, a happy tree painter. It's a Bob Ross costume.
That's actually kind of cool.
I don't see what's weird about this one, to be honest.
It's more sexy if you ask me because she's wearing those really really short shorts and then kind of shows off her hips and stuff and cleavage. I'm like,
Don't be sporting wood over there now at the picture, Casey.
Don't worry, Joe. There's more to be sporting wood over. Trust me.
But hold on.
In fact, I think the next one is the one I have to take the list down for. Oh yeah, yep. Yep. I'll have to take the list down off the screen while we talk about that next one.
Well, we could just skip over it.
No, we're not skipping over it. We're gonna skip over it on the screen, yes, but we're gonna talk about it. So yeah,
All right.
wear this sexy Bob Ross costume to a party, and it probably won't just be the trees that will be happy.
Oh God! Did Bob Ross had a squirrel pet? I mean, what's the whole thing with the squirrel on her shoulder?
I honestly don't know.
Couldn't tell you. I was never a Bob Ross fan.
I assume Bob Ross is dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
He died quite a while ago.
Okay. I
He
just felt like
he only got I guess his show only got like a second life because of Twitch. They started playing marathons of Bob Ross, and it like caught on like wildfire over there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
So I had to pull the list down, and if you're following the list, you'll know why. Number 8, the birthday suit, which this girl is quite naked, with it looks like some frosting for glitter or frosting kind of thing here, covering her lady bits.
Well, see, I don't see what's the point of covering all over. Like, they should just cover her bits, not all across her hips like panties. It should just cover her vagina and her tits.
Yeah,
That's all it should.
and, I think it's on her neck too. Actually, now that I'm looking a little closer at it.
Yeah, you're right. It is on her neck.
Well, I guess it's supposed to look like a birthday suit. That's why it's modeled that way. But yeah, the list is in the link. Jesus Christ. The list is linked in the description box. You can certainly follow this for yourself. But if you are looking at the list, you know why I had to pull the list down for this one. Yeah.
Fuck it, show it.
Fuck you.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's that bad, actually. It's not like you could see nipples or...
Bullshit. I can see her nipple, at least one of them.
Really?
It's covered up, but it's there.
I don't see anything.
Human. Goddamn.
I am not taking any chances.
Oh, I don't blame you. I don't blame you, but I don't see no nip or definitely no hair or anything on her
Wayne
vagina.
Yes. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Well, that's a shot I'm not willing to take. At least not tonight. If the idea of spending money on an outfit you might only wear once a year seems extravagant, this birthday suit costume may be for you. Because theoretically, you can wear it twice, unless your birthday happens to be on Halloween.
Oh, I get it. Your birthday suit. But I still don't think it's that horrible, but I understand why I don't want to put it up.
Well, you know Drew has covered things up for pretty much the same reasons. So.
Oh, yeah.
Next one, the Beyond Burger, which is a vegan hamburger.
Oh, God.
Honestly, as a costume, this looks pretty shit, in my opinion.
Right now, you can barely even tell what that is.
Right?
It looks like more of a dress than anything. You're not gonna like, oh, you're a burger, right? You're a vegan burger. I'm like, that doesn't. Like, this should be for like a big woman to figure out. It's a.
Hey, Rose, the whole picture ain't in frame. You got to scroll up a little bit.
Oh, right. Yeah, I might have. Well, that's because the picture's. The picture's kind of big. Yeah, I can't actually. Oh, yeah, I can get the whole picture in frame. There you go.
Hey, you got to scroll up a little. I'm looking at the stream right now. Scroll up more. Up more. Up. Trust me.
Wait. All right, there we go. That's about as good as I'm going to get it.
Trust me. Wrong to you, Rose.
Rose.
What's up?
I just found out the birthday suit apparently sells on Playboy. I did not mean to click on it. And
sure you didn't, Casey.
Bullshit.
But it takes you to pretty much Playboy.
Another good reason for me not to show it anyways. So yeah, this costume for the Beyond Burger girl looks quite shit. It looks more like a dress. If it looked more like a hamburger, kind of like the cigarette and the toilet paper roll, it would look like a better costume. But this looks pretty crap to me.
like I said, if you didn't tell me it's supposed to be a burger and just guess, you should have just said, "Hey, guess what this was." I would have had no clue what the fuck it was. I
It's
would say she's not wearing a costume.
right. It seems kind of weird for a person made of flesh and bones to dress up as a plant-based burger, but this is a weird costume guide, so there you go. Oh,
Boo.
yeah, right. Casey, you might have a shot with this one. The dating app.
Yeah, that's been me for a while. So like,
I don't know who
that'd be
Richard.
hilarious.
I don't know who Richard Biggs is. I hope we're not doxing anybody.
Well, look, his location's 8 inches away, and he got a couple messages, and he's got a couple hits on his site too. So,
So Casey, would you smash or pass?
pass. I don't hit. I don't hit on dudes.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh shit! Anani says Beyond Burger is nearly bankrupt.
Nearly
Bam,
bankrupt.
Bam agreed with you, Casey. He says it doesn't even look like a burger. Horrible.
Now, let me ask you this, Casey. Are you passing because that name says Richard Biggs? What if it said Rose Gaming?
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, you knew that was coming, Rose.
Shit.
You knew that was coming eventually.
Oh, man.
Right now, none of these I would actually wear. I think the next one I probably would, though.
I mean, Rose, he ain't denying it here.
Yeah, I know. Let's just look past it. Finding love at a Halloween party could hinge on the costume you wear. This dating app costume will show you're not bumbling around. Let me tell you something. If you dressed up as a dating app to my fucking party, I would steer very fucking clear of you.
Well, you probably kick him out of the house because obviously he's trying to say, "Hey, I'm single. Let's get together."
Hey, I'm single. Let's mingle. Ha ha. The next one, ride a pig.
I kind of think that's cool because I mean it's one of those that obviously your legs are inside the pig, so it's making you look like you're riding a pig.
Looks
that's horrible.
It looks to me like he's sitting on the pig's neck.
Pretty much, yeah. I kind of like it.
That is absolutely atrocious.
I seen worse. I mean, I like it. Definitely the next one is horrible.
Of course, you being from the great state of Oklahoma would like it.
Hey, it's still a costume. It's more of a costume than the previous two. Well, the plant burger, that's not a fucking costume. This is at least a costume.
The ride a pig costume will let everyone know you're not chicken to have fun.
Oh,
I bet that's all you Oklahoma folks do is ride pigs, ain't it?
Oh, you gotta get to work somehow. I mean, you need some type of transportation.
Now, this one I don't find weird because I can honestly see this being a legit costume. It's a turtle mascot.
Absolutely not.
I mean, that's for something like almost something really generic.
Yeah, this one looks pretty bland, pretty basic.
It's something like you take to a kid's Halloween party. That's what it is. It's not.
Honestly, look at the size of the person wearing it. It looks like it could be a kid.
It's possible. I mean, we don't know if this is a full-size person or if that's a kid. I mean, I'm going to assume it's an adult.
I would hope so for the sake of this fucking list.
Well, I mean, it's not like you can see the person. I mean, I'm gonna assume it's an adult.
This looks like a cheap ass $15, maybe $20 costume you could buy at Walmart.
Hey, you know what? If you can get away with it, I'd do that. I'm certainly not gonna.
My costumes.
What was that, Joe? You kind of cut out.
I like actually sinking money into my costumes.
Right.
Make them look it.
Are you going trick or treating tomorrow, Joe?
No, I work second shift, and I'm too old for trick or treating.
Yeah, we all know Casey will be trick or treating. He'll be trick or treating for video games.
He'll be taking all those kids he has in his dungeon down there out trick or treating.
No, I'd be doing it. It'd be like, all right, kids, you gotta be careful with these candies they hand out. Let me look through your bag so make sure there's no razors in your candy.
Or
And then
candy.
and then I'll take all their good candy. It's like, oh, you know what? This looks shady. Like this bag of M&Ms looks shady as fuck. And this jawbreaker looks shady as fuck.
You're an asshole, Casey. This turtle costume is perfect. This turtle costume is perfect for the person not ready to come out of their shell.
Like raw.
It's not bad. It's a little generic, like you said, it's bland, but it's not bad. It's not the worst one, especially not the worst one off this list.
Let's see. Let's catch up with the chat real quick. Anani says the Beyond Burger. Oh, I already read that. Beyond Burger's nearly bankrupt. The dating app costume looks desperate. TSS says the pig looks like he's gonna give the guy a wrestling back slam. Jimmy Joy says it's Franklin, by the way. That doesn't really look too much like Franklin. From what I remember from being a kid, the Franklin turtle also wore a red cap.
I was like, who the hell's Franklin?
TSS says you give that turtle a hat and a handkerchief and he looks like Franklin the turtle. Yeah, I could kind of see that. Joe, your camera went down. I don't know if you meant that to happen.
Yep, give me a minute.
Next one. Slither Snake wraparound prop. It's a headdress piece that wraps around your entire body from head to shin, it looks like.
You notice all of them are wearing that black jumpsuit?
Yeah.
Leotard. I mean...
Did you just call him a retard?
No, leotard. You know, like what the ballerinas wear?
I don't know. We might have to check the tape on that one. I think you called him a retard.
To me, it's like...
At least this one looks somewhat unique.
You know what?
Not much of a costume, though. It's definitely a prop for a costume, in my opinion.
You know what? If his whole head was like the snake head, I would have liked it better than his face showing. Like let's say like his bottom of the jaw covers his face.
Right.
Then I would think it'd be a lot better, if you ask me.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like I said, I think this is definitely a piece that would go to a costume, not exactly the costume itself.
TSS says he looks like a rejected Mortal Kombat character. Snake loses.
Right. Some costumes are tough to squeeze into. This wraparound Cobra costume squeezes you in a fun way, of course.
You need to look at Joe's camera.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what, Joe? That's a better costume than about 80% of this list.
Exactly.
100.
I'd say probably definitely not better than 90% of the.
You should go to work dressed like that tomorrow, Joe, and see how many people you make piss their pants.
I can't. I'd get in trouble.
Aw, boo.
Did they ever do anything at your workplace like that?
No. I work in a fucking factory with machines.
I don't
Oh
know.
man, that's a good one. Saying God, that's a good one. He goes, "Get me a clown mask, and I can go as a Steelers offensive coordinator for Halloween."
Oh God.
Oh shit, that's
And
funny.
Anani agrees that his costume's better than anything on this list.
Yes, Jimmy, he's the fiend. Quite right. Anani agrees. Yep. Yes, better than most of this list. Well, we're only about what 12 entries through the list. This
Yeah.
one, the ride a costume returns. It's ride an evil clown, or in saying God's case, ride an offensive coordinator.
Oh, it looks like Doink the Clown with blood streaks all over his face.
I mean, he's short, so wouldn't that be Dink?
Doink. I mean, I guess it is Dink, isn't it?
And what is that in his hand? Is that some kind of like fucking weird looking knife thing?
That's what I guess it's supposed to be. Why I don't know why it has that shit all over it, but I assume it's a knife.
Let me tell you something. If somebody dressed like this was in a dark alley, I don't think I'd want to run into him.
No,
Clown
I
or
would
no clown?
run into a dark alley with somebody dressed like me right now.
Yeah, that too. Saying God goes, there's Matt Canada for you football fans. That's the offensive coordinator for the Steelers. Yeah, he hates him.
Oh my god! The next one, I think it's probably going to be it's going to be
Offensive.
bad, offensive to some people.
The term clowning around takes on a new meaning with this ride a clown costume. The next one, inflatable Violet Beauregard.
Or if it was Tommy, he wouldn't need it be inflated.
Oh,
Oh no, not Tommy. It would be Bullfrog. It would be full size for him. It'd be the right size for the Bullfrog. He'd be like, "Ooh."
inflatable Violet Beauregard costume. This looks kind of ugly. I'm gonna say quite ugly. Fat shaming for sure.
Exactly. That's what I was saying.
Trust me, everyone will want to take a photo with Violet Beauregard. You should also trust that when I say they will have a hard time fitting in the camera frame with the person wearing it.
Well, then that's why you step back.
So this one's
Oh.
for dogs. I don't know why they included pet costumes on here, but they did. Pet's Elvis costume. You dress a dog up like Elvis. Speaking of Elvis, that was Tommy NC's costume. I did see that on Twitter the other day, actually.
Yeah, it's the Elvis that before he died on the toilet.
So if you want to
He's
dress up your dog as Elvis, here you go. When the family canine dresses up as Elvis, he's more than just a hound dog. Oh, God.
Oh God. Oh my God. The next
That poor
one's
dog's
wild.
look on his face. So what the fuck are you doing to me?
Trash can
The-
worms from Matt Canada, too. Works.
The
I'm going to go
next
dress
one-
as a trash can so the New York Yankees can hit something for a change. Fuck you, TSS. I had to get my Yankees dig in at the Rose. You are an asshole.
The next one is crazy.
Oh, man. The next one. 80s video superstar.
He's obviously ripped off MC Hammer. He's a white MC Hammer.
He's a fucking douchebag. That's what he looks like. Dressed like this.
Yeah, definitely a Dick Hammer.
Oh yeah.
He's wearing
That's-
what looks like some kind of fishnet outfit with some fake ass gold around his neck. It looks like
Parachute pants.
Yeah, some baggy silk like pants. Looks like he's got about 10 pounds of shit in his pants. The way they're sagging.
That is what happened when Vanilla Ice and MC Hammer had a baby.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing too.
The shoes look like they're too fucking big for them.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Like it's like a couple sizes too big for him.
Although MC Hammer's pants got a bad rap, this baggy costume of this rapper costume probably gives you more room to hide stuff if you're trying to sneak in contraband into the Halloween party.
Oh, they're trying to give you bad ideas, apparently. So we gotta cancel this person. It's supposed to be MC. Should be a black person behind it, not a white dude.
Oh, good Lord, Casey.
Oh my God, Casey, you're gonna get us canceled.
No, I mean I think they need to be canceled because, I mean, another white guy takes another black man's job.
The next one, the Energizer Bunny.
If it was a sexy woman behind that, that'd be one thing, but you can't tell how good looking she is behind that.
I mean, it is. I mean, this clearly, they couldn't clearly say Energizer on the drum. They clearly couldn't get the rights to that. So,
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is a bit.
even-
I mean, this costume is better than half of them on this list, anyways.
I agree. I think that's almost little too close. That's almost copyright infringement, if you ask me. That's too damn
And
close.
instead of a drumstick that looks like a lollipop.
Yeah, it does,
probably is a
doesn't
lollipop. I think actually 2 lollipops.
Oh my God! Go to the next one.
Well, we'll go.
That's what.
We'll get there in a minute. Stupid costume.
Stupid.
What's up, MK Kratos? What's going on, bud?
He says it's creepy.
Unless he's catching up.
It's possible.
If you wear an energetic bunny costume, so they can't even call it the Energizer Bunny costume, but we all know what it's supposed to be.
Oh yeah.
For Halloween, be prepared for a battery of questions along the lines of, can you keep going and going and going and going? That's corny as fuck.
That's too close to. Like I said, that's copyright infringement right there.
The next one, this is Tommy on a good day. It's the Hamburglar.
See, that's another thing, and like that's 100% the Hamburglar. So, I'm shocked McDonald's not all over this one.
Well, the only thing it's really missing is the McDonald's logo.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
all that.
Raw.
It's
What?
Casey is raw. He says it's you, Casey.
Oh. You know, I wouldn't mind dressing up as that one year. I wouldn't mind doing that.
Going off the toys they just gave away in the adult Happy Meals, it's missing a second set of eyes.
Oh, good point. See, the thing is, it's not. They're not even labeled that as the adult Happy Meal. It's just some.
What's it called? Like Cactus Farms fucking promotion thing? Whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's Cactus Farms Flea Market. So it's like, it's not even says the adult Happy Meal. People just dubbed it the adult Happy Meal.
It's going away after tomorrow too, right? I'm pretty
I
sure.
had no idea, and I had no plans to pick it up.
That should be your next eating challenge, Casey, just to see what it's like. Sure, it could be fun. It could be fun looking like the Hamburglar at a party, but be careful you don't try to steal the heart of someone dressed as a plant-based burger.
Oh, good Lord.
It could lead to disappointment.
Costume is disappointment in and of itself.
See, this one's not weird either. I don't consider this one weird. The Captain Crunch. Yeah, Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
consider
another.
I don't consider this weird.
Why would you want to go as Captain Crunch on Halloween? There are far more better things you can dress up as.
Right, but I mean, as far as the list goes, it's supposed to be weird costumes. This just seems like something you could buy at a Halloween store or Walmart.
Yeah, I actually don't think it's that bad. It's a hell of a lot better than a fucking boot.
Fucking, yeah, phallic boot.
I mean, you know exactly who that person is. It's not like, oh, I'm not exactly sure. If you hadn't ever ate cereal in your life, you're gonna definitely know who that character is.
Uh, Kratos says Casey, after predicting Betty White's death, he broke out of prison and is on the run.
Oh,
Talking about the hamburger costume. Dressing up as Captain Crunch sounds like a sweet gig, as long
no.
as you avoid anyone dressed up as a serial killer. Dur, dur,
Uh,
dur.
Oh, good Lord.
oh my
The next
god.
one, a government drone. I mean, a stork.
Government drone. So now you're believing why I say that those drones are out there keeping an eye out on you.
Casey, zip it.
No, let him go.
Well, I mean, like I said before, someone I forgot who said, then with all that bird shit on that car, there's like how many drones shit on this one? It's like several. Like you need to wash your car because that's how the government tags your car.
So
That's how they.
let me ask you this one, Casey. Before kids learn the actual birds and the bees and where babies come from,
Yeah.
it's always been told and depicted, especially in cartoons, that a stork brings the baby. So if that's the case, what does this government stork drone bring you?
Well, to me, the stork is not a drone; it's a real life bird. But when I'm saying those birds are drones, I'm talking about the ones that you can see on the phone lines or on the power lines.
It brings you a letter from the IRS saying you're being audited. Congratulations.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you know what? I stand correct. It is a government drone. That's what he does. He sends out your lawsuits. They find it. It's like so, and it's like you've been served, and then it flies away.
Okay, so how does this one recharge, Casey? Because you never see a stork on a power line.
Uh, water power.
Did you say water power?
Yeah, water
Oh,
power.
I believe it's white power.
Oh,
Well,
Jesus.
I mean, obviously, there's some. He
The,
generates some water, electricity from using the water. Like he paddles with his fake legs, and that's how it creates a charge and holds it in the battery.
I don't know about white power, Joe, but I know I would think a stork could certainly carry some white powder.
Oh God!
What's next on the list?
This stork costume may seem bird-brained, especially if you try and peck at the person dressed as a packet of birth control pills. Are we like gonna go down a rabbit hole of this list here where we're gonna be fucking referencing earlier costumes on this list?
That's what they're doing, definitely.
Next
That's
one is an onion.
She's actually
Oh.
kind of hot behind that.
I don't know, man. I think I'd have to cover up her face.
Really, I think she's not bad looking woman. Actually,
That smile kind of puts me off a little bit.
I've seen worse than that. I mean, I give her between 6.5 to 7. If she wanted a date, I wouldn't say no.
So, Casey, do you think this looks like another one of those costumes where it's not being worn all the way around? Would you say? Because it kind, I mean, it,
I think no. I think she's looks like it's worn all the way around this one.
And look, it's another costume where someone's wearing that black fucking jumpsuit behind it too.
Well, all of them been wearing that. Except the
But
ones that probably fully clothed, but I mean, I can understand if you're close to being naked, then yeah, put that thing on, but it's distracting almost with those black leotard.
think dressing up, like an onion for Halloween stinks. Maybe, but it's a good way to let others know you have lots of layers.
The next one looks pretty cool.
Yeah, this one actually looks pretty dope. You could probably this one looks like something you'd legit find at like Spirit Halloween or something. The Mothman
Yeah.
cryptid costume. This one looks badass actually. This is probably like the best one on this list.
Yeah, I agree. That looks badass.
Out of the list, I would say it's the best one so far, but that also ain't saying very much.
The only problem is those wings. Those wings gotta be changed out.
Yeah, the wings could look better.
They almost look like too much like a butterfly.
Right. Although moths do have big wings like that too, though.
Yeah, but colored like that? Isn't moths? Their wings are white.
I guess.
I don't think I see other colors except white on their wings.
So the Mothman doesn't get the same amount of publicity as other cryptozoological phenoms like Bigfoot or the Chupacabra, but what it lacks in fame, it more than makes up for in creepiness. You're probably better wearing this to scare people. If you go to a party, you'll no doubt have to break character to explain the costume. Yeesh.
No. Why would you break character?
I like me this one. I like me this one.
Woman?
This one is Miss Cookie.
Mm. She's hot too.
Fucking A.
I'd give her 7 to almost 8 on her.
Hey, looking at this costume, Casey, you know what I'm thinking?
What?
Hey, she could bring the cookies and I'll bring the cream.
Oh God!
Oh, goddamn.
Well, it sounds like
It's been less than serious.
it sounds like one of those sexy costumes.
EJ says, "Oh God, hell no," and Nani goes, "Ugh." Tia says, "Goes, oh God." MK Kratos says, "Jesus Christ."
Your brother says you wouldn't say that in person.
I mean, it depends on who's wearing the costume.
I wouldn't say that. I definitely wouldn't do that unless it's someone I know, or if it's a girlfriend, then why not?
Well, that's what I said. It depends on who's wearing the costume.
I'm not gonna randomly go. I was like, hit on the woman when she's wearing something like that. I'd be more.
In some places, that could get you landed in jail, actually. Especially catcalling.
Really?
Yeah, you know, whistling. You know
Yeah,
that it's called
you
catcalling. Some places, I think it's in Europe, like in London. I'm pretty sure you get arrested for doing that nowadays.
But not here in America.
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying. I just know there's some parts of the world where you get in trouble for doing that nowadays.
Well, it doesn't shock me.
No, in America, you get called a sexist bigot and you get slapped.
Oh, yeah.
Or shot.
Yeah, but, you know, it's not our fault that she's wearing this, but we're not supposed to look and react, right?
Yeah, right.
Like, if you don't want no reactions, then don't dress like this. I mean, that's like, you know, you shooting up the place and then you say, well, they made me do it, you know?
MK Kratos says, yeah, sure, Casey. I think in New York it might be an offense where you can get cited. My brother says maced.
Mace.
Let's
She
see.
probably would have a can of mace in her somewhere. You'll get shot by her boyfriend.
Warning.
Oh, like,
Warning. The person who wears a sexy cookie costume has to be willing to accept a certain amount of cheesy double entendres. I'd offer suggestions, but I already have an HR meeting pending.
that's actually good for once.
The next one is a honey beekeeper. So a beekeeper.
It's not bad. I mean, it's another one of those sexy ones. And
If you wanted to be more accurate, I would think a beekeeper suit would be a lot more covering than that.
yeah, no shit. It's like I made my legs to be like between my thigh, and down to the just above the knee, that can be exposed. My cleavage can be exposed, and my feet can be exposed. Everything needs to be covered up. Or just those sections protected with something else.
Bam says terrible beekeeper suit.
I feel like she really doesn't have protection from bees from that.
Anani says impractical. I agree.
Yeah, I agree. That is definitely not practical at all.
Whenever we fear that every possible character or occupation has already been turned into an inexplicably sexy Halloween costume, someone comes through in the clutch with something new, like this beekeeper outfit. And also, I don't think beekeepers wear high heels. Just saying.
Her bits is about to come out of those the bottoms. I mean, damn near like her bits could be falling out of that easily. If this was my woman and she was wearing something that skimpy, I'd be a little upset, quite frankly. Because I'd be like, you better be wearing something a little bit covering. Like, I can understand showing a little bit of the thigh stuff, but when it's like barely covering up her vagina.
You went there, folks.
Well, that's the medical term, so it's not like it's wrong to say that. But I think that's it's definitely one for the sexy costumes. I mean,
next one is a unicorn lizard. This one is for lizards of all fucking creatures.
Hey, it's Queen Elizabeth.
Oh.
Oh, God. Well, Tex does believe the queen was a reptile. Maybe this was her final form.
Unicorn lizard. I don't understand why, of all things, a lizard costume. It's not even really a costume. It's just a headpiece.
Well, obviously, I think if you put more than that on a iguana, it'd probably overheat that iguana.
Sadly, lizards have been ignored at Halloween for far too long. That tragedy has been rectified with this unicorn costume for your reptilian pet, and the world breathes a little easier. Does it really?
No. I mean, granted,
about Queen Elizabeth. I mean, shit.
Next one, kissing booth headpiece for dogs and cats. Casey, you'd want to put this one on your dog, right?
Well, he would definitely like that because Duke loves giving kisses out. So he's definitely would love this one.
Yeah, especially if you have peanut butter.
Oh, God, you sick fuck.
Hey, you're the one that said it before.
I didn't say that. He said that.
Bullshit.
Other people said that.
You have
I
said
didn't.
on air before, motherfucker.
No, I did not. You sick fuck.
Rose mentioned peanut butter and his dog before.
I know Frank has mentioned it at least once or twice.
Everyone's said it like a million times. Drew said it a million times.
Speaking of Drew, I was kind of hoping he was going to be able to catch this tonight, but I guess not.
That's all right. Rest in peace.
You had us at kissing booth. That is a description of this this one. I don't think I would want to get kisses from a dog.
No.
Jersey City boys, what's up? Good to see you on Cronin's show the other night, man. Looking good.
I assume.
I was talking to you, Casey.
Yeah. Thank you, man. I mean, I was just there, just in the chat, though. But I appreciate that.
I say Mark Zuckerberg is a lizard.
I put on good authority that the guy that's our current commander-in-chief is a lizard person, too.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Here's another pet one. That's what, 3 animal ones in a row.
Yeah.
Beer
Right.
run cat dog.
That's actually pretty cool. I actually do like that. That one would fit Duke. That's what. But you know, I've been dying to get this costume for Duke because he's a dachshund / a wiener dog. I was like, I always want to get him a bun costume and make him look like a giant walking hot dog. That's what I want to get for him for Halloween one year. So, but that's actually pretty freaking cool, though. So that's one of my favorites right there.
There's probably no bigger hero at the Halloween party than the person who goes out for more beer. This beer run cat dog costume, and yes, I'm calling it cat dog, not dog and cat, because that's what it is. It's a cat dog. Will remind the other guests that what must be done must be done. Oh god, this one's ugly.
Oh god, what the fuck? That shouldn't count. That's stupid.
Yeah, this is fucking. Oh god, yuck.
Why? Why?
Mega dinosaur T-Rex mask with a human body hanging from the jaw.
Well, the mask doesn't bother me. It's when the rest of the rest of it is a toy off the mask hanging right there. What's the point of having the toy body with the mask? It's stupid. That's awful. Whoever invented this one needed to be shot by.
Dude, Cat Dog was one of the best cartoons growing up.
I was cartoons by that point.
Yeah, I was out. I think I watched a few Cat Dog, but I was more into.
I was only a kid when that came out. I was like 8, 9 years old when Cat Dog came out. So
that's understandable.
Like you, Casey, you were probably what, like 13 at the time? Compton was probably around the same age. Maybe.
I think Compton's a little older than I am.
I'll be 41 here in a couple weeks.
Okay, so Compton might have been like 14, maybe 15 when that cartoon came out.
I was 40. I'm 40 now, so I like watching Doug and Rugrats on Nickelodeon. Even some of my favorite ones was Dave the Gnome.
That one I've never heard of, to be honest with you.
It's a really old one. That's a really old one. You don't even see it no more, but you might get lucky to see it on YouTube somewhere, probably.
So, the Mega Dinosaur T-Rex mask. Okay, if you love dinosaurs, this T-Rex mask with a movable jaw is a perfect costume. If you love eating or drinking with a mask on, you may have some challenges.
I think it's stupid as fuck.
Yeah, I believe. I
Oh my
agree.
god.
Oh, hello. Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, good lord.
Surgery, honey.
Mm.
Calm down, Casey. It's only a picture.
No chubbies on air, Casey.
Oh, she's supposed to be the God, that game, the Operation. Is it just Operation?
Yes.
I like that. That's actually pretty cool. She wears that very well.
Hi ho
Yeah.
diggity. It's only a mask, lol. Where is the rest of it?
Oh, it's hanging by the mask.
I was
That's what
2.5
it
years old. Cat dog came out. Hide the
is.
sausages, gentlemen.
Yeah, leave it in your pants, Casey.
Oh,
Dude, see, that's I like women like that. I mean, if they're like super skinny, that's not attractive. But that with curves, that's hot as fuck if you ask me. All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah, we know what you're about to do.
Just turn the camera off, Casey. That's all we ask.
Put the microphone. We don't need to hear it.
As
Well, I'm
tempting
sorry.
as tempting as it might be to tell the person wearing an operation costume that you want to play doctor, it's best to see if they have a funny bone first. I don't get that last bit. That joke that joke was going somewhere and then it just fell off a cliff.
It was horrible. I mean, I think one of them parts was the funny bone in Operation. I mean, the only reason I realized it's Operation is because you had the butterfly in the stomach, broken heart, a wishbone, and I guess
Hey, what's up, Pluto? There's my other brother. Casey, you perv.
I mean, it's not like I'm like
Yeah.
saying anything.
What's the matter, Casey? Cat got your tongue?
TSS goes, as soon as I saw who was wearing the costume, I knew Casey was going head over heels for it.
Well, I mean, she wears it very well.
Ooh, hello.
I still think the one prior looked better.
A pencil costume.
Go on.
This one is kind of in the same vein as the burger, if you ask me.
I totally agree. If she was not wearing that hat, you would have had no idea what the fuck she's wearing.
Yeah. I mean, again, referencing the cigarette one, you can honestly take the cigarette costume and recolor that one, and boom, you have the pencil.
Yeah, I agree. That's damn close. It's another one of those sexy costumes, and like, it's obviously not there to win any contest at all. So, and then they're gonna like, why is men hitting on me? I'm like, well, you shouldn't be wearing shit like that if you don't want them staring at you or hitting on you.
You know, I'm kind of disappointed. Why is she wearing those kind of like slip-ons there? They should have looked like erasers at least.
I had to go down. What, are you talking about her high heels?
Yeah, that's why. I mean, to me, they look like slip-ons from this point of view, but
No, those are high heels.
they should have at least looked like erasers. So, you know, when she's walking, she could erase things.
This was awful. That one was really bad.
Although the costume is supposed to be a number 2 pencil, bookworms and nerds will think you're number 1.
That's awful.
You gads.
I still like.
Hey, look, it's the alien mon. We found him.
Ah, it's the alien mon. That's great.
It's a UFO costume.
Well, is this accurate? Is this full size what the UFO's supposed to look like?
Well, if that's the case, they look pretty fucking bad. What is that thing in his hand? Her hand?
Honestly,
Its
it's
hand?
a ray
Is
gun.
that a ray gun? Some kind of gun?
Yeah, yeah, that's what it looks like, a ray gun. Well, why is he wearing a fucking UFO ship? Uh, I can understand the head, like have rest of his butt. Oh, you know what? I just realized he's wearing the fucking black uh jumpsuit again. So that means he's only given that gun, the UFO, and the mask. So they didn't bother to give him the rest of the costume.
That is the costume.
I think that black leotard is separate.
If you want my opinion, I would think if you're gonna dress like an alien, your entire skin should be colored greenish.
I agree, but I think it's a cop out when your mask is on the only thing different.
Or at least be wearing gloves. Some kind of green gloves, you know?
The whole thing, his whole body should be green, and dump the UFO bit.
Or make the UFO piece like bigger and more UFO like, you know?
Or just wear just the UFO, like you're just a UFO with legs.
Or better yet, just completely forget that costume even existed.
Yeah, this is like one of the worst ones on here.
The UFO
It's not
costume. Oh, go on, Casey.
I was gonna say it's not even weird. It's just laziness, if you ask me. And apparently, this alien wears loafers too. If you notice that.
Well, those Canadians, they're fucking weird, you know? The
Ooh, the next one's good.
UFO costume might seem a little busy at first, but if you're hammered at Halloween, shouldn't it be hammered on Halloween? This will at least help keep you from bumping into the furniture.
No, this would keep you bumping into everything.
This one, I think Tex would fall in love with this one.
Oh yeah, I mean,
It's obviously supposed to be the Wendy's girl,
yeah,
clearly.
but she's obviously not only a murderess too,
Yeah, evil fast food girl is the name of the costume.
dude. I'd ride her and pull her pigtails.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Casey.
Yeah,
Rose is right on that. Let's see. My brother says, boo. Who came up with these whack-ass descriptions? I told you they're pretty terrible. I
There's
thought that
only
pencil
been
costume was supposed to be a candy corn. Pick me up, I got the ray gun.
yeah. This one is actually not that bad. It's actually really good for a sexy costume, you know?
Trader says, damn it, Casey.
Oh, what did I do?
Your comments, dude. Fuck you. Oh my god. I don't know, man. I'm not into the whole horror scene, so like the whole murderous look just doesn't do it for me.
I think it's sexy as fuck, but it's pretty good though too. I mean, they put more effort in that costume than that.
Honestly, I think they could have made the knife look better, in my opinion.
Well, you also don't want to make it look too real because then you have people like, well, shit, look what happened with you tonight. I mean,
Yeah. Earlier today, yeah. That was some shit.
So I would keep the knife just as it is. It's obviously a prop. You know, you don't want to make it look too real. Then you're like, oh, are you about to really stab someone?
So yeah, again, this is obviously supposed to be the Wendy's girl. This evil fast food girl costume can do double duty. Wear it for Halloween and then to the next animal rights rally. Now that's a value.
Why would she? Because she's covered in blood.
I guess. Next one, a rocket ship.
See
Inflatable
that?
rocket ship.
I think that's not bad. At least the whole body's a rocket ship. It's not. Oh, he's like part UFO and part alien, part human body. He's more of a rocket ship
And this
than
one you can
anything.
actually tell he's wearing it too.
Yeah.
Now,
Still
question,
horrible.
Casey. Is he wearing the black leotard in the suit? Because judging by those pants, it looks like he is.
Yeah, that's what it looks too. Like it looks like everyone's wearing the black jumpsuit.
Still fucking horrible.
Not bad.
Yes, it's cringe as fuck, Casey.
It's definitely not the worst one.
Let's
I
see. Wearing a spaceship costume is a blast. As a plus, it's bulky. Its bulky nature is great for people still concerned about the pandemic because it forces other people to social distance. Yay, public health.
Oh,
Boo.
that's right. Dude, I was watching the Connors and they did whole trick or treating and they had one like a person like they were trying to keep the kid protected because of COVID, but it was obviously something related to COVID too. So it was creative, and I can understand you want to be more protective nowadays. So
Next
it's
one, headless scientist.
that's actually pretty cool. I like that one.
I would probably be creeped out if I saw somebody who I thought didn't have a head and was holding it in their hands, walking down a dark road.
The kid's pretty skinny too. I mean, look. I mean, that's a really skinny kid in there. I mean, I can understand they're trying to make it look like he's really holding his head, but he's really skinny. Look at his like waist and everything.
Now, what I want to know is, how does the person see in this costume? Because obviously the head is fake.
Is it fake? I think that's a real head right there. I think he's holding his own real head.
Well, if that's the case, he'd be dead.
No, well, obviously the top part of the costume is fake, and that he's poking his head out through
Through
where
the
from the
middle?
chest. Yeah,
Okay, I see what you're saying.
because
That could be.
because the head looks so real. I mean, look at the neck. The neck looks so fucking fake, while the head looks very real.
Yeah, you might be onto something there, Casey.
That's what I think.
But yeah, it looks like whoever this model is needs to eat some food.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Really skinny, isn't he? And he's kind of tall for a kid too. So it's kind of you can definitely tell that whole part is that from his head up is a big piece of it because you can see where his arms is poking through those the lab coat. So
Bam says, watching the Connors, what the hell is that? Whoever's coming up with these puns just needs to stop. Jesus fucking Christ. Nah, you're just big, Casey. Sasquatch is the world champion of social distancing. Nobody can ever find him.
Well, I heard of Bigfoot being the social distance champion.
This is indeed a scary costume, but even scarier will be the creeps who sidle up with you vicious anti-science comments. Next one, a traffic light.
That's awful.
A light and sound traffic light. So this thing is
What?
ugly and obnoxious.
Hold on, traffic signs don't have sounds.
Apparently this one does, and you can clearly tell it's a kid wearing the costume.
Oh yeah, that's awful. Like, this kid probably got upset he had to wear this. He's like, you know what? One year I want to be dressed up as that street light up there. who who thinks this was a good idea?
Apparently somebody.
That's
Who thinks keeping kids trapped in their basement is a good idea? Nobody will do it.
what's wrong with that?
I'm
What's wrong with
I'm
that?
so glad we're keeping some of these tropes going. Oh my god.
What do you mean? What do you mean tropes?
Oh god, Casey.
This is awful, man. This got to be the worst creative.
My brother
idea.
said hang him up. That's one of the kids from Casey's basement giving us a sign.
I told the kid, you better smile and you better like your traffic stop costume.
Look, the kids even got both hands up like, please, Casey, don't do nothing to me.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy.
It looks like it actually lights up and everything, and it doesn't shock me if it actually works.
Well, I would say this joke is sort of halfway clever, but then I'd be lying. What do you want to be for Halloween, son? I want to be a traffic light. Why is that? I thought it would be fun to be something no one obeys.
Boo. I think most people obey the traffic lights. When it hits yellow, I mean, you just try to dash through it.
Yeah, red means stop, green means go, yellow means floor it. That's how I've always learned it. Next one, Loch Ness Monster.
It looks like a weird version of a dolphin.
Right?
That's what.
With extra fins and a fucking tail.
Yeah. You don't know what a Loch Ness Monster looks like. At least Bigfoot, we kind of got a good idea.
Honestly, this doesn't look much like a costume as much as it looks like a jacket that just was altered to look like a costume.
You know what? I agree. I mean,
With Rose's brother. Looks like bullshit.
Looks like bullshit. Such a shit description. A strange penguin looks like a humanoid dolphin. Get it off the screen, please.
It's horrible.
Oh my god.
It's not the worst. It's just, like you said, it really does look like a jacket that turns into a costume, doesn't it?
It's got too many fins to be realistic.
I agree. The arms should be the arms should be the only fins on there.
There's only one downside. There's only one downside to dressing up as the Loch Ness Monster. Dealing with people who will make the same corny joke. Well, you've made a fine ness of things, haven't you?
Oh, that's horrible.
To be honest, just one person making these jokes could ruin the holiday. Well, I think this author has made way too many of those one type jokes like that.
The next one's awesome.
These jokes are like,
yeah, the Macho Man, Randy Savage.
All right, WWE's sponsoring that. They had to put their logo in the corner.
Yeah.
They want to make sure they're getting their money out of this.
What did you say, Compton? Casey fucking bulldozed right over you.
Oh my!
Both of you are ruining the holiday. Congratulations! You just ruined that lame Macho Man impression.
Hey, I never said I was good at it. I was gonna have Casey do it. It probably would have been funnier.
But I think that's cute for a kid. That's actually pretty cool.
I said I did spoil it. I said there might be wrestling on this list, didn't I, Casey?
Yeah, you did, didn't I? Actually forgot about it. I really did. I totally forgot.
Your child
But
has only one first Halloween, which they won't remember. You have one chance to make the great photo op. Why why ruin things by putting them in a boring pumpkin costume when they can go as wrestler Macho Man Randy Savage?
what about Hulk Hogan?
Fuck Hulk Hogan. He's boring.
Oh my god. The next one's outrageous.
Here's a joke. Hey son, what do you want to be when you grow up? A plumber. What? Or maybe an electrician. You've been looking in my porn collection, haven't you?
What the fuck you talking about?
Kratos' comment.
Oh. Oh.
So this
Okay.
one's actually the last one on the list, thank God. Spray can cheese. It's trash.
I don't think it's that bad. It looks pretty creative, if you ask me. It's got those little prong things at the end where it shoots out. It looks pretty freaking good, if you ask me.
No, it don't. It looks garbage.
Hey, it's
I-
it weighs 8 ounces, so at least we know how much it weighs.
Well, I mean, obviously, you're not going to want to eat that cheese if it's like, who's not going to use that cheese when it's spilled off like that from the can? Actually, I actually do have easy cheese on my nightstand right now.
I bet you do, Casey.
I do. Well, I have cheese and crackers every once in a while.
Well, you are cheesy and you're a cracker, so there's that.
Yeah. The person who wrote
Halloween costumes are getting pretty cheesy. And with that,
all
goodbye to the list.
Thank God.
Oh shit.
I think I hated the ones with the plant-based dress. The ones that you couldn't figure out what they would be without, them telling you what they are. Bad concept.
Canceled. That's racist. Damn Rose. Oh Jesus. Oh my God.
I think that is last one. I think was pretty fucking good. But I am not gonna kiss ass. I really think Compton's costume was pretty fucking good today.
You know, I didn't expect him to pull that out. That was pretty cool.
But we were kind of spoiled. I figured it was gonna be the Fiend because he pulled out the costume earlier this year. So it doesn't shock me he dressed up as the Fiend.
Oh, I paid good money for that fucking costume, so I'm gonna get my goddamn money's worth.
Oh, what about that belt? Do you still have that belt?
The shitty belt?
Yeah, that shitty belt.
And that shitty lantern while you're at it, you might as well complete the costume.
No, he actually bought a bad belt off eBay.
Oh yeah, I remember this. Yeah, I remember that. He showed it to me.
That's horrible.
Isn't that the belt you told him to buy and he said he's never going to listen to you ever again?
Yes.
I said, hey, there's it on eBay. I didn't say go buy it. And how much was that? $100?
Yes.
Not too bad.
Then the lantern is equally as
Crap.
goddamn trash.
He said that lantern, I think, only worked once.
Oh no.
And he said he paid, I think he said he paid like 100, even more for the lantern than he did that belt.
Well,
I did.
Was it at least had his head on there?
The lantern, I tried fixing it, pulled out the guts to try to fix it. They all fell apart.
Oh man. What the fuck? Where did you buy the lantern from?
WWE shop.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's actually, it's still badass looking though, even though it's sucks that it stopped working.
It only worked one time.
Wow, I'd be pissed off.
Oh, believe me, I am. I'm not happy about it.
See, Kratos says, isn't that the 6,000, no, 6,500 handmade belt?
No. The one that was on WWE shop, they lowered the price to, I believe, 450. Then when he got released, they pulled it off WWE shop. And that one's just a poor man's knockoff.
Well, there's two belts I would definitely die to get one right now. Is the NWA Dome Globe belt. And for some reason, the big green belt that Hogan wore the first time when he won the belt in the WWF.
About that on a podcast.
Huh?
We talked about that on a podcast.
Oh yeah, I was saying those are the two I kind of would love to buy right now. And the Oval Intercontinental title too. That's my favorite version of Intercontinental title.
So I kind of wanted to wrap the show up as I did advertise spooky stories. So I was curious if you guys had any paranormal encounters with ghosts.
Ooh,
Maybe you guys wanted to tell a story or so real quick.
I got one. I got a good one.
Right.
There was a place that my parents, actually my grandma, used to live. It was in a place called Colgate, Oklahoma. And it's not like the Colgate, like it's spelled differently. But we had a little piece of land down there that the house was slowly falling apart, and we had a trailer house down there for a while. We would go down there for like vacations just to get away. And one day, me, my brother, and a couple of our friends, we heard about this murder house just down the street. So for some reason, we decided to go inside of it. And we looked around, and then when we were leaving, my brother went down the storm shelter, and he came up with a fucking picture of someone in their coffin. I was like, oh my god, that's creepy. Like, who takes pictures of someone lying in their coffin? Like, that's the last picture I would ever want to take of someone, is when they're dead. But it was chilling. I don't believe in like haunted houses, but going to that murder house was pretty chilling.
So
Yeah,
do you believe in ghosts? Period. Or do you think it's another conspiracy?
I don't believe in ghosts. No,
Wow.
I don't believe in, like, what's that hotel movie where that guy goes in that one room and it's all haunted. It's the like 1470 something. There's something like that.
I think I know what movie you're talking about, but I can't place my finger on the name of it.
The same Samuel.
Too bad
L.
Frank
Jackson.
wasn't here. He would know.
Yes, he was like, "Oh, it's this." Samuel L. Jackson did a great movie. No, it's not Bates Motel.
My brother's seen a ghost firsthand. I believe I might know what the one he's referring to. Jimmy Joyce asks if it's Bates Motel.
No. It's trying to remember the guy who played the reporter who visit the room as the room started freaking out on him. Like the first hour really didn't do much, and then by the time it was just getting creepier. That's probably one of my favorite movies. Is that one? TSS is like, so let me get this straight. Casey believes in the flat Earth is flat, birds ain't real, but ghosts ain't real.
I could tell you, ghosts are certainly real. And Compton, you said you don't have a spooky story to share at all, or no?
Nope, don't believe in ghosts.
Really? Well, this is gonna be quite the one-sided story when I tell you these two stories right quick. So I want to tell you guys these stories, and nobody's believed me, at least on the first one. My dad, however, has experienced the second one firsthand. The first one, I was only 6 years old when this happened to me in my grandparents' house in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. I remember it. It was a Sunday morning, and I was sleeping. Woke up at about 5:30 a.m. to a figure of a black man in a suit and tie, standing at my bedroom doorway, walking closer towards my bed. And if when I sat up, the figure disappeared. When I laid back down, the figure reappeared at my doorway and started walking towards my bed again. So after I repeated this process a couple of times, I got up and just bolted out of the bedroom into my grandparents' bedroom, woke my grandparents up. My grandmother slept in my bed. I crawled in the bed with my grandfather. Went back to sleep somehow. 8:30 in the morning now, I wake up. The sun is out, shining into the window of the bedroom. I wake up, see another figure of a white woman in a wedding dress, complete with the veil and all, standing in front of the bedroom window. So, like when I woke up, literally this figure was the first thing I saw at 8:30 in the morning. She went into the bathroom because the bedroom had a master bathroom. She went into the bathroom. I heard the sounds of throwing up, of a person vomiting into a toilet. The figure didn't come back out of the bathroom, so I saw her go in the bathroom, heard the sounds of vomiting in a toilet, and nothing after that. So I waited a couple minutes and didn't see anybody come out of the bathroom. So I go into the bathroom, and what do I find in the toilet but vomit and toilet paper in the toilet?
I was gonna say, did you see vomit or was it like you managing?
No, it was I had to flush the toilet. There was there was some puke. There was toilet paper. I don't know for the life of me how I managed to ever go back to that house ever again. I was only 6 years old when that happened, and again, East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. I know like that area of Pennsylvania is like known for being pretty haunted. Pennsylvania itself is like a creepy state. There's a lot of areas in Pennsylvania that have like
Yeah.
paranormal activity.
There was one prison in Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania, that was that's one of these people getting executed, and the guy was apparently he was innocent. And I went to this jail as a tour, but we used to live right beside Jim Thorpe for years. And apparently, when the prisoner he had his hand bleed, it was just covered in blood, put it against the wall, and they tried to clean it off. They paint over it several times, and it would always reappear, allegedly.
You said allegedly.
I don't believe that. I think all that's probably just to run up, to people visiting the jailhouse. I mean, it is creepy looking place, but it was. I do kind of like stuff like that. Wouldn't mind going to like haunted houses and shit like that, but I don't believe in the shit.
So,
But Bigfoot does exist, though.
so I got one more story I want to tell you guys. This happened in the same house as the last story I just told you guys. I was 8 years old. I was only like 2 years older when this one happened. I remember it was the summertime. This one happened on a Saturday night, I want to say. This happened on a Saturday night. My older brother and my sister were at the house with me this time. These incidences both happened before my two brothers who were in the chat were born, obviously. And, well, this one happened. My older brother and my sister were in my bedroom. We were playing with the board games and stuff we had, in the room. And you know those double closet doors that fold outward?
Yeah,
You open them and they fold outward, and then you like open them back up to close it.
yeah.
Well, my sister closed the one closet door, but this one's not like one of those closet doors where it's a double door. This one was separated by about an inch of wall in between each door. So when my sister closed the one door, the other door shot open by itself. My brother and sister bolted out of the bedroom down the hallway to the basement stairs, and they yelled out for me because I'm just sitting on the floor. I'm playing with my little pinball machine toy, not caring at all what's going on. So I get up and then I just walk down the hallway like nothing's going on. Then we go downstairs, and my sister tells my mom, our mom and my dad, what they saw upstairs, and then we went by the basement, the bottom of the stairs, and we heard footsteps, like sounded like somebody was walking upstairs. So we all left the house. Don't ask me why we didn't get in the car. But instead of getting in the car, we walked all the way down to the end of the street. There was like a cul-de-sac at the end of the road, and there was this family that lived on the end of this road. The man was a retired police officer with a police canine dog. My dad went back to the house with this guy. He brought the police dog with him and a flashlight. And me, my mom, my brothers, we all stayed behind, and, we were hanging out with the wife and their kids. And my dad went back to the house with this retired cop and the dog, and they were looking around the house. The dog was sniffing around the house to try to find somebody in the house. And my dad told me that they found footprints, I guess with the flashlight, going across the kitchen floor, up the kitchen sink, to the windowsill above the sink, because there was a window there, and the footprints just stopped. And the window was locked. So whatever it was made footprints from the kitchen floor up the counter to the windowsill and just stopped. And whatever it was, like, went through the wall. Because the window was locked. We went back to the house, and whatever it was that was in the house must have left, because we didn't hear any of the sounds anymore that night. No more footsteps. No more fucking doors shooting open by itself. And that was actually the last paranormal piece of activity that I've witnessed in that house. So I'm curious as if to whatever was in that house peacefully left that night. But needless to say, I stopped going to that house when I was 10 years old, and any other house that my grandparents have ever owned after that, thankfully, whatever
Was it haunted?
whatever was haunting that house in Pennsylvania did not follow them. And I know spirits, I've heard that if they like their host, they will follow you wherever you go.
Really?
Thankfully, that wasn't the case this time around.
They don't like their hosts?
What's up, Aru?
Aru!
He said, my brother said it was R. Kelly.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up. Well, I mean, he did say a black man, and he was approaching a minor, so it could have been R. Kelly. I mean, you don't have to be dead.
Could have been Cosby.
Oh,
Well, I mean, Cosby hadn't been accused for anything underage, I believe.
well, we
What?
are we are getting into going on 3 hours. We're about 2:40 now, so I guess we'll get into the end of the show. We'll wrap things up, and I don't have any Patreon shout outs or anything, but I appreciate everybody in the chat. Let's go through the chat and see who's been here tonight. Let's see. We have EJ News, we have Tex, Casey, Tour Capture. Let's see who else. We had YouTube Saying God. It's Steve Callan. Jimmy Joyce. Who else we got? We had Bam. 6956. I did say Tex.
Oh.
We had TSS, of course. Anani. We've had
brothers.
Yep, my brothers again. YouTube Saying God and Pluto, and MK Kratos. It's the Costanza, and we had Jersey City Boys, and I think that was everybody that stopped by to chat, and of course Rushin Chu who stopped by. Aru, I did mention at the beginning of the show why this layout looks like shit. It's not exactly a layout. I had like no time to get this shit together today. Because whenever I plan something, it just doesn't go the way I want it to go. But going forward, when I want to do a show, I'm gonna be better prepared for it and whatnot. But I figured I wanted to give this a shot. Being Halloween is tomorrow. So I want to do something like Halloween themed. So I figured, why not?
Oh, I got an idea. Remember we were talking about, do we start the number over or do we continue?
I wish I had the ability to put polls in the chats, or actually, can I? Oh, I can. Here we go.
Yeah.
I didn't think I had that access to that. All right.
Yeah, I think everyone can get that.
Should we continue LTS from episode 57 or start over? Question mark.
To me, it's easy. I say we continue where we left off.
I'm gonna put it in there. Yes, no, doesn't matter.
I kind of like it.
It doesn't matter. Should I add a fourth one just for the hell of it?
You should have put, for the options, continue or start over. Because that's what you're asking.
Well, that's why I asked. I asked the
question.
I asked as the question, should we continue LTS from episode 57 or start over? Oh, you're right. Yes, I could probably... Oh, yeah, I could change these. Yeah, continue. Okay, continue. Okay, start over. Here we go. Doesn't matter, or...
you don't need to have
the show. Just for the hell of it.
In the show.
Hey, I want to know for sure, because I don't want to waste people's time and my own time. And obviously, I can't vote in my own poll, so...
that's an easy one for me. I say continue.
I actually did not set a time. Actually, I didn't see an option to set a time, so...
Well, a lot of times Drew just ends it. He doesn't put a time.
Maybe that's how you do it. So I'll give this 10 minutes or whatever, or however long it takes for you guys to, shout out your shit and for me to shout out my shit. So, Joe Compton, I'll start with you. I saw you rebranded your channel to Renegade Gaming. So what do you got going on over there?
Yep. I think it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday I'll be going live. Tuesday, Wednesday, right now I am playing Road 96, which it's a slower paced game. Pretty much one of those decision-based ones. And then the last night of the week, I have started a UFC career with none other than Casey is raw. And for some reason, all he does is seem to fight a certain type of person. He has like this grudge that he holds against them. Maybe it's because of his math club and all that stuff.
Those damn plus signs, Casey.
If you want to see what that certain person is and how well Casey does, tune in and watch the UFC streams. And tune into my Road 96.
What's my current record? I'm just curious.
I would have to look that up.
Or you could just simply tell him to watch the fucking streams and he'd find out.
Yeah, fucking stream, find out.
So, Joe, where can we find you now? YouTube. What's your YouTube channel name now? What's your Twitter? What do you got?
Find Twitter at Marine Soldier 81, and YouTube. It is exactly that. Renegade Gaming.
I hate to point this out, but when I looked up Renegade Gaming, it came up with another channel.
Actually, you know what? Let me pull things up just like Drew would. I probably should have done that while you were talking about your channel. Let's see if I could find you.
I don't have any pictures on my channel.
Let's see. Renegade Gaming. There's one that pops up that's a little over 7,000 subs.
Yeah, I don't have any pictures on mine. I'll have like 40-something subs right now.
All right. Put your link in the chat, Joe, and I'll pull your channel up real quick.
Oh, making me work.
Hey, I tried to search it and I couldn't find it. It didn't pop up.
Give me a second.
Well, I've been enjoying
I'm going to answer your question in a minute, Pluto. Chill. Because I'm going to plug my shit last, obviously.
Well, should I go now while he's finding his, then?
Yeah, go ahead. Casey, I could pull you up. Let me pull your channel up first, and then you can go ahead.
What do you think of me changing it to that? I think you said you liked it.
I think it's a good idea, considering that you started branching out into wrestling fucking videos.
Yeah,
okay, let me just pull the screen. Let me just pull this back up. I'm gonna have to cover you
in the actual chat.
Yeah, you could do that. All right, so here's Casey's channel. Go ahead, Casey, plug your shit.
One of the newest ones I just dropped was before the shelving was the Sega Genesis collection. But I'm starting over on my NES reproduction games. I just finished and wrapped up on California Raisins for the NES games. So that'll be probably up tomorrow. And I just did another one before the show start. It's called Drax Night Out. So I can't wait to pull that one, do that. But I've been doing Tales of the Territory reviews as well. So I need to do the one that just got released Tuesday was Championship Wrestling from Florida. I need to go and give my opinions on that later on. And I think I'll start doing that from here so it looks better than me driving. I think some people probably don't like that. I think they probably would like if I'm sitting in here giving my opinion than driving. Unless I'm going game shopping. And I know some people don't like that either.
You know, so. Casey, all you got to do now is work on getting an actual fucking banner for your...
What's wrong with that banner?
It's stolen. That's what's wrong with it.
Well, I mean, it's my name.
It's not. No, your name is not Casey's. It's Casey.
Well, it's Casey's channel. What's wrong with that?
Oh, I could actually vote. Wait. My fucking... my OBS chat window would let me vote on my own poll, but it won't let me do it on YouTube. That's kind of cheap.
Bam says, "Oh look, Casey can find love with that sex bot."
Casey Rose, good job, guys. Well, maybe Aru's been watching the whole time and we just don't know it yet. And it looks like my mod sniped the sex bot. That's cool.
Well, it's crazy. Why would they do that? Why would they put sex ads in people's chats? That's just weird.
I don't know, but well, hey, they contributed to the view count. Compton, you put your link right in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, this is yours. Let me pull yours up now. Okay, Joe. So this is your channel. Yeah, I see you. Definitely need a banner and something here. Casey's got 336 subs. Compton, you're just starting out recently, right? You started out like a week or so ago.
Yep.
11 days ago. So there you go. 49
That's
subs.
pretty
49 subs in
good.
11 days ain't bad.
That's pretty fucking good, actually. I mean, if he keeps up with that, he might beat J-Man pretty fast. I mean,
Well, you got to think. At one point, this was also where I was having my racing videos at, too.
Yeah. Those little shorts actually got you quite a bit of views, though. Too bad you didn't continue with that.
you know what? There's this guy who's locally with me. He's a bigger. He has thousands of subs.
So this is Joe's channel here. You could sub to him if you want. Someone here could be lucky number 50.
Oh, I already subbed to Joe.
So, and then of course you got my channel. Oh, somebody left me a comment on something. Of course, you got my channel here. We are live. 11 concurrent viewers. I just did this video earlier today. That should catch some traction. Got some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff coming out. Did a couple of those. I got more of these coming out. Pokemon videos. I've been doing quite a bit of Pokemon, opening Pokemon cards and stuff on my channel. I actually have a premiere tomorrow night. I'll be premiering a video before Drew goes live with Derailed Gaming. So I will be premiering. I'll be opening a set of Pokemon cards as well as a tin. It's going to be in the theme of Halloween. These are the videos I've done recently. Mortal Kombat. I have another Mortal Kombat video tomorrow. I got my Extra Life charity stream next Saturday, November 5th, starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll be doing a collection of Mario Kart games. I know Casey had talked to you about that earlier. TSS, if you're still watching, if you're interested, you want to play some Mario Kart 8 with me on Saturday night, you're certainly welcome to join in. Also, anyone else who may be listening who has the game on the Switch, you could certainly join for some Mario Kart fun and, hop on a Discord or a Skype call with me and have a blast for a little while. Mecha Samvich, Gatekeeper Drew, if you're listening, Jim M.
Jim M is not invited.
We got Jim M, Mox MTG. Who else are we missing? A few other guys.
I think the Drew's got the game if he wants to come in. I think he has the game, doesn't he?
Robert Valiant, new subscriber, as well as Tour Capture. Thanks for the subs, guys. That puts me up at 553, so I got 3 new subs today. I was at 550 earlier today. So that helps.
You're growing closer to 600.
I'm getting there. So yeah, this is my channel. You can also find me. Links in the description box down below. My Facebook page, which I just post my videos and my live streams. My Twitter, which I post a smorgasbord of different things over there, along with my YouTube links and streams. Twitch as well. I got Restream figured out, so when I do gaming streams, I don't have to choose a platform anymore. I can stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So
nice.
I'll be doing that going forward, and you guys can pick whatever platform you want to watch me on. And what's really neat about that is I don't have to have two separate chats up either, because the
Oh yeah.
restream chat will tell me what platform the person was commenting from. So that's pretty cool.
That's cool. I mean, I'm glad that they see. I watch a channel called 8-Bit Eric, and he does that where someone's coming from Twitch, you'll see it into the YouTube chat, and I believe the same way around.
I'm up
But
for it, Rose. Casey, the lonely EJ. I don't think is taken. Your fart still smells, says Costanza.
oh god, I, I with that clip he had, that the close-up view of my face is priceless.
All right, who's the troll who said to end the show? Thank God that choice is not winning.
Probably one of Casey's fake troll accounts.
See, I don't know why people think I have like a bunch of counts. I think I have one backup count that I don't actually use at all. I mean, like right now, I'm hardly even touching my computer right now, but I apparently, running a bunch of accounts, and plus my phone's all the way on this other food tray. So it's not like
go ahead, Casey.
it's not like I actually have all these fake accounts. So I mean, if people think I'm doing it, more power to you. If you think I'm doing that, I mean, I'm not, but you can think that.
So along with the the charity stream on Saturday, November 5th, Sunday on November 6th, starting at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. I will also be streaming a marathon of Mortal Kombat games for Extra Life as well. So I'll be streaming those games as well. And
how long does your Extra Life charity last?
well, I do 2 days. It's supposed to be a 24-hour straight run.
I thought it goes a long time that your charity lasts.
Well, the charity itself, the fundraiser is open until the fundraiser itself is open until the 30th, the 31st, the end of the year.
Yeah.
But I'm drawing a blank now. The charity stream itself, I do 2 days across the weekend. It's supposed to be a 24-hour straight run, but the closest I've gotten to that was 18 hours in a single day. And then when I woke up the next morning after doing that, I felt like absolute shit.
I couldn't do that.
So I'm like, yeah, I can't. I'm like, I'm not going to do that anymore. I will just, split my stream into 2 days, and then I end up streaming for longer than 24 hours anyway, if I do it that way.
Yeah, that's just crazy. I don't see why people want to do that. I mean, you still, you take bathroom breaks, but you still got to eat. I mean, you got to get away and have meals, and you still got to get sleep. So to me, it's like, it's cool to have long streams, but I don't for me, I personally can't do that, especially during the week. I definitely can't do that. But during the weekend, I love sleeping during the weekend. So.
Rue said, hold on one second. Rue says, Casey's like a dog, no bark or bite.
Oh, I think I got to bark, and I could bite if I want to. I'm not like a steal, though. I mean, I don't actually take a bite out of a person.
So I will post the I will post a link to my charity page in the chat. I'll also be adding it to the description box of the video, as well as Joe's links and Casey's stuff. But for now, I actually did get a $10 donation from my uncle today, so
Nice. What about if anyone wants to donate to us right now? Just do it towards your charity right now.
I was actually going to look that up to see if there was a way that I can I was actually going to look that up and see if there was a way I could link my charity page to the Streamlabs or something. So if anyone wanted to donate, they could donate to that if they wanted to, and their messages would still be played like a regular donation.
Yeah.
So I'm going to look into that and see if maybe that's an option if people want to donate that way and have their messages played.
Well, we'll figure something out, you know.
But this is the link. If anyone wants to donate, you're welcome to do so. I'd greatly appreciate it. Every dollar goes a long way. Your donations are tax deductible, so you can claim it on your taxes when you do your taxes in a few months. And it all goes to a good cause. So, anyways, guys, with that being said, I think we should wrap things up. What do you say, gentlemen? We're just a hair over 3 hours.
And I'm down for that because that's one thing I'm looking forward that I always liked the post show, but I also grew to like to get sleep. So I mean, but I always try to do something for the Patreon. But
so, like I said, guys, at the beginning, I had a pretty fucked up long day today. So that's why this kind of looked like shit. I didn't really have any time to set up any kind of layout or a better looking thumbnail. I'm going to get in touch with one of my artist friends probably after Christmas to get some layouts, see if I can get some layouts made and whatnot. But for now, it is what it is. For now, it is, what it is. And yeah, so
it was a blast, and I'm glad we got something going. Hopefully we get more of the crew over here every once in a while. It'd be nice.
I do want to try to do what Drew is doing and do like holiday streams. I know Christmas is going to be difficult, but I want to do something on like Thanksgiving night going into Black Friday like how Drew did, unless he's going to come back and do something for that night, which I kind of hope he does because those were really fun streams. At least the two that I've been a part of. But if he doesn't do something, I definitely want to. So if you guys are available that night, we could do a less than Black Friday special.
I actually like that. Less than Black Friday. I like that.
I'll be available.
Oh, you did great, bro. It was good having you.
So like I said, things are going to look better. It's not going to look like crap, but it's going to take a little time. I do want to try to run this show as close to the way Drew did as possible. Right now, at least for the first couple of months, it might not be every week. Like, obviously, next week's my charity stream, so there won't be one next week. Hopefully, there'll be a show the week after, as I will be moving to my brother's house for a couple of months to help my friend take care of her son while she goes into the hospital for an extended stay to get some much needed treatment that she's been needing for quite a while. So if I could do a show from my brother's house, I will. I will be bringing my PC with me over there for the time that I'll be there, so I could keep up with my YouTube channel and stuff when I have the time to do it. So I'm gonna try to at least do a show every 2 weeks. I will try to do something every week, but right now, at least until the beginning of next year, I won't promise anything. But I will say that I am at least going to aim to do something every 2 weeks right now. And like I said, I definitely want to do something. I definitely want to do something on Black Friday night, or rather Thanksgiving night, if Drew doesn't. So
Well, I'm down for it, either or. I mean, I couldn't wait. Like, I even called you early to
Yeah, you
see.
even called me yesterday too, I think, or you tried to, but I didn't answer.
Yeah, I mean, it's no big deal. I mean, just because I call, you don't have to fucking answer the phone.
Right. Aru
So,
says, "Hey, for a comeback, it was really good. Casey made sure you show up, though. Yeah, Casey, you make sure
I,
you show up."
hey, I'm trying to make the commitment. I mean, like I told Rose, with the show being on hiatus, I'm more available, so there's really no reason now.
I think Drew will, but it would be more of a hangout and a chill type stream. Yeah, like I said, TSS, if Drew does something, then I won't, obviously, but if he doesn't, then, I'll certainly do it. But thanks, guys, for showing up. I really appreciate it. Hit that like button. We got 13 likes. Not bad. Pretty good. Pretty good. If you
I
haven't hit
see
that like
14.
button, it says 13 on my end. Maybe you got more. But I'm gonna end this poll now. 11 votes. It looks like they want us to continue. With episode 57. This one was just a relaunch pilot episode to gauge your guys' opinions on the matter. So this will not be the official episode 57. The next one we do will be the official episode 57.
I can't wait. I'm excited.
So,
So,
thanks for stopping by, guys. Another thing I don't have tonight is outro music. That'll be something I'll be adding in to the show as well going forward at some point. So, anyways, guys, as soon as I say thanks for watching, and the stream will cut off immediately. So, thanks for watching, guys. For Joe Compton, for Casey is Raw, my name is The Rose. Thanks for stopping by, you guys. And until next time, have a good night, and we'll catch your ass down the road.
can we say the N word now?
Oh God.